to nsare church ma ne ho nkwane ba nemom wono na fam de ene na peso de wono nsɛmtrɔfo ene behwe abom wone akoma FM ene di nkomo yi.
Represent the president and make sure that he leaves behind a long-lasting legacy to his name also for the betterment of the country and the generation unborn. You would realize there is no appointed MMDC yet. The reason why you see me all around and all over, because as per the letter from the local government, we have to act in that capacity until substantive appointments are made.
Yetwa amanebono eso na kuoku ahodo a wonum eguso aka wo ho abom na wo hwe aboase na ebe ya fom agudie tuo ye betu ase ede afiri o my Ghana mu na yasanso anya yensuo krogen na yensa ase hodo a nei galamse nti yensa ase ne yenkwaye brentuo ne yenua anka nanka ebetumi de yensa asi yebo ede hodwuma no ene eje aguno wonum ede abetudwa echirem so mahya ase ebo aban tuja ahya ase nso ebo se ne ebe ya wo betumi aboa na wo mode wo mafam de bi a wo so wono edia boa Ghana ba no mode ata nachi na afo matumi ahwe ayi niema eye na nkankwa atumi aba no wo muguso eye adwuma so eno da che so a aso mode wo hwubon so ebom se be yanka Ghana Mampene Executive Director oda Minerals Commission adwumako no na abrokro na so manta bi se poe mantamu posi mpanifo mu twetwa na be ya enka wo mu replace wo mu sesa wo mu no mfa from Rasai wo mu adwuma no wo mu ye no sa police commanders no na abrokro na so Minerals Commission penifo na se wo mo echi wo madwuma no esan ko ba no sa no a tirimupo ene enisoade hu a yepese yetu legal mine ase no enko ase entu se ne yepese yesi eye no no convener our sanso ye deputy national director edema operations edema Rocha Ghana Deribosu wone Onua TV kase de di nkomo a wode sa amane bo nyina no etudwa
Ghana kwa ibretu a yahre enam aduanan enan we nyina ye wo mo mutu fo mo gudie bi na abo pnimu a wo mo ase kwa ibretu ahodo enam semwe so mamane bo chire mu se dwumadie we nyina atimi akoso esan abandada no elai bi a woje eton mo a ma kwan se wo mbetimi etu fo mo gudie e wo kwaye ahodo efiti bra sa mamrei eba ye no amane bo chire se nipa bi abo pni kwaye ahodo mu afuntam nsase etu fo mo gudie wo hono mo aka ho bi ama ye ni bresem aba sabre wotisu afie twa mu wo hyebo e chire se LI 2462 no wo ba wo be sachirem sebe ya nipa bi ntimi fanhye wo ho so enkopiem wo kwaya hodo mu nkotu fo mo gudie aka ho bi masie so sahodo wo mo edi wo mo nsem atudwa wo mo chire se ade no ya che wo se mampanility nani ehwe ensenhwofo nhye mudi ase Deputy Director Emma Rocha Ghana Daryl Bosu nisem bia woje bre editu dwani
ansa no mo ba aban mu no omo ka se omo ba sa airline no omo so be revoke sa airline but sisi an ye hwa we are more than 50 days into the tenure of the new government aban fufuro ba ye eya ko almost 2 months issues of oral nina ya kan ho nsem enyoma bebre akoso wo parliament mpenifo ya kan sensem bebre but ye hu se sa airline hu nsem no ebe pie wo parliament ya start say ye tu ho na mo say ye yi samra we efi ho enti ye hia ya ene no ye pese ye kire say sisi ade ye nimre it just say aban no make sure say in temporary obetime make sure sa airline no ye yi free ho
eno achi ne wode to aban anim se aban enye no efa forestry commission for ho no say ne no so kan
yet it is something bi wo obo ho ewo eastern region sa community eben atiwa forest forestry officers monitor illegal activities bi na e cause wo ho for several weeks and we take a very silent operation and we koye excavators na ensema efi enu echi bae no ensema yat no enye kra na dia eha adwepa ne say forestry officer na oka team na mo koye say adwuma no enkrofo bi epe kwan bi ekoche no ede no ko che bia na yehu senia yede emra no eye adwuma wo saa kwan no ye kase chebi police for eba many issues are ekoso wo eastern regional oko down one asa oko catch them say we na ekoso a ye betwa ye hu saa na issue no na escalate and na say ye be resolve issue ni de na e be koso saa ye ntumi en solve issue enti aye won pi say omutumi fi che bia e be chief forestry officer onu so ye public officer or ye adwuma aban no e de ahye ne nsa say onye enti saa development ni de ye feel say emboa kra esan say forestry officers ye nkrofobia aban so e de tumi bi ahye mo nsa say omo ye de omo beye na say ye boye kwan ho ban de on betumi aye ho adwuma amayen
Mama yen cash out and na yen ye 1000 and share ye bottom obe dial star 439 hash and ne the dre said ye weekend na ye long weekend ye kodi ye call long yaba enti ye bottom aye dry Mr. 5 Ghana to the option number 3 na fe bogum twagum na yire ho je 1000 fa bra enejo anopay kai nation so say Facebook no ye dem ti ya no abeka ye ho like here page no ya na wa share we are now the comment so egu ase ye to ma ne bono so no na hwe eye anone ho ensem eso e wo man Ghana mu yera John Ginapo na ekasem wodi amane ba to dwetwem se na se nyina ye hu se e wo mu ana kane an abone ni kakra na aye kafre kacho na wo kire se eye niema ba ku ni miedu bi nti na de sa wo hawo ni nyina no e de aba wabo amane e kire mu se ene Ghana ban ani abre ehwehwe anase wo se enya sika eye America fo sika yi opipim ahenso $700 million ansa na yetumi de yakoto liquid fuel yi ebi na yetumi de abehjem na aboa aman yen enyina mukane ano etumi agina so pampe yere e de atudwa abra na cabinet wonom ekohia ya mameka sei womosi agya tum se sika no yentumi emfa nkokra fuel no emfa emra na emeka ho se na ebe ya yen niam sambe construct na so womunsi gas processing plants e wo kura mu nti se nkrofo no ma ebi no wo mo de ma ye kura no a ye kakra wo ha no betumi abo ye ho ba na so yasne e wo nyinam kane a ho nsem ho wo de se wo nyina tudwa abra cabinet meeting wo mo ye wi na nsem trofo wo ho wonom ene no edi nkomo.
We inherited is riddled with poor infrastructure, huge unsustainable and mounting debts. At the last reconciliation before cabinet, the any sector debt stands at over 80 billion cedis. ECG's receivables stand at only 8 billion. And so if ECG were to collect all their receivables, we'll still have a shortfall of more than 70 billion. But what is more worrying is that the debt keeps ballooning and increasing. The infrastructure, very, very poor. And what we used to call excess capacity now appears dwindled, and we have to start preparing to increase the capacity in order to meet the demand requirement. We require about $700 million worth of liquid fuel in order to fill the fuel deficit, because our gas today is inadequate to meet our fuel requirements. Consequently, Cabinet has approved a raft of measures aimed at tackling the situation.
Abusiana no pay no sia kase aye de besomo ene dwoyi e wo Maakye so ha e na bre no ejayen na yedemo esi kai nation no se yadwuma kuo bia da woroma e no maso yasne moma yanyi omo krato emra sesia
Onua Maakye kase bo nyumeko maso yasen e ye ban herbal divine mixture bingo bet
Yeda enyumakoi ase divine bingo ena abrekro na enso divine yeda omase papa na answer yensan so nto aso na ase da piesie bio enko emfa ma gentleman dental clinic edwumako se wonum abeso yasne na wo mo ebo amane aka che Ghana fo nyina se adawro masa wo haw ewo wanum ene esen a egu wanum a memfa enko ba bia na mom eye gentleman dental clinic honum ena ba yebetumi ahwe aboawo na yaka ne ma siye ede ama na enka bia enye papa efiri wanum eba no ye behwe ne etu ase ede ama won so a eniema green yellow blue eni mu colors nyina kwobọ dompua ewo se ene udodo mu no ene ba bia bekwa betumi ayi ni nyina ama a won fili o haw wo senfemfem mo ebia no eye gentleman dental clinic for hono ena won betumi asa adwuma we ede ama e mare mfise wo akaka hawo wo se etu na pese wusi emfa nkwanche fo na akwa npanie ne nade abehu no wankasa ye muhie beja wo no gise ekire ne be kasa asem no enti wo de yiro ho a se wo a wo se ensisi ye na pesa wo de braces go so wo kwa ebe ya ma very neat job ene ebe ya ma wa yemfa o how bia enka ho wo seta femfem wo pesa wo clean wo se wo san so ye whitening wo kwa gengemefo wodum ebe ya ma mpa cho frɛ mpanifo da adwumakoi ano e wo 055 913 9582 and 059 8405674. Ye will be walk Kumasi report junction ye be total filling station no techiman so mazi hon mo a na ye wo enkrakro duam ha no nungwani atomic down so ye cha kwan e wo ho kofoduafo nso enei mokona mokopie mu e wo eye central police station ho no a ye nche hon mo a na gengemenfo nso so e wo enye ehonko a takra de papwa no traffic light be bia GN bank wo no ye wo hon mo aba ye betumi ahwew na yes so ye edi amount sanso na tamale nso ya bebi enkrabata bi e wo ho ene anope wo a wutie me wo a wo hwe me na ukon do akwantuo wo a eye wadwen se tukwan nanso unya ni papa wobetumi de owura ahye ni mu no aboa amu akwantuo no aye korogin abra wunya ohaw face difficulties bia me pacho wo na sa nkomo we ekwa amount kai se First Choice Travel and Tour Services Limited na me kanfo amount de efa akwantuo hu nsem bia no eye First Choice for ho me pacho mu amunim akwantuo na sa mo pese mo tukwan nanso munim how to start the whole journey me pacho nyame ya adom a bosome aye wo me yi ne de toso aduonu mienu me de de anim yi me pacho enkran ha munhia yen na ye nkyere mo kwan ni processor etiansana wobetumi etukwan obo wase na mepese bitukwan wo a woni passport chese onim ho hwe ni onya ho maache mepa obomodin an ekopie mo ho na yebeboa kwanya befa so abenya passport kwanya befa so a wobenya bank statement o visa no visa kresi o mahodo kwanya befa so a oba apply o ticket ene o hotel ne ho kra ne benya no yebeboa with immigration bibia so obedu ba bia pese okodru enti on the 22nd wo bosumi we yayim no Masha University ben odoko Roland Hotel okwa ha onsa betimi akan nyame ya adom a 29 nso wo Kumasi Culture Center so ye hia Ghana fo nya wo ho bo mode na fresh telephone number si we na on mpanifo no enkasa 0538998877 and 0595733001 ofrenya ye ne wo ebedi enkomo nyame ya adom a 15 nso Onua TV Onua FM ye kan ho abom ne akopie mu wo Mofra Place ai no wo ye Jowulo sabi enyanka ene wo ho wo mu ni eja eni ena yakobo ho obi domfo bi adaroma ena waka nkora wo nyina bom enti mesro kakra wo bia no wo mu a na watumi ayadoye ne yamia nam agina so abiebie kwan de ama enti Onua TV eni Onua FM se 15th year yi yekoye omadoye de enuane toiletries sanso na nsuo entare ne mpaboa ene enuo nti de owo bia wobetumi de abeka ye ho bia no fabra na se wo de ba yebeboa papa na fe yetumi de wo niema no aka yen ye de no ho na fe ye de akọ enti wadaroma yesre Ghana fo nyina ka na hye no so se wo a opese bia wo de momo na eba no wo momo number na sika na do be fa momo no so no number no eye 0598870446 anansa opese bia wo de achede bi ba wo de wunsuo wo de wunuane eba number say bia wo ba wo betumi e de afreso na wabusa few questions so 0249131636 and 0544541424 ufresa telephone numbers ya wonsa ebetumi aka empanifo na afi yahwe edi sojuma edi amount afi entem so ma yeni ya woda ye wi a yenim edi nkomo kakra edi afa yembe cashas enkomo no ho happy birthday kodia Mazakaria Inyan pacho wo senya no hod ye senya nso yesote kaswa domiabra pacho ene eye wa woda masende amano nye na dikan o shatare red pacho happy birthday to you nyame onhirao na onyo kese ekosi se obeye kese pa obeye kese pa pacho masan copy nti obehu wo hono happy birthday to you enti yen second person so eye hwan ebio happy birthday no eko de ama okay ene ebusianfo ya se ene birthday yentumi enye birthday bia enti we de em se yenya technical issues kakra enti ene ye toaso na yakoyenim cash out no ekoso lovia ne eye wawoda ekuma gengen ba eno uko school ewa pam senior high school captain wafase happy birthday to you lovia sanso na me ankasa me sister Emilia owo yoko mpacha busian nyina se ye ma happy birthday to you nyame onsha no onye okese kosi se obeye kese pa happy birthday to abusianfo a enemudi ma woda nyamo fa nchese yentumi amfamrem nanso yetnase later ye be project mo pictures ni na nafe yakoyenimu mo ma yempeska kakra ewo cash out for ho ye dial star 439 hash star 439 hash nafe yemfa vim and vigor enko option number 3 hono na sasika butu we nyina ehye ene wo de 5 Ghana eba abeje 1000 enye sika ketwa mepacho yakọ weekend na ko dis yesika ni nyina wie yakodi yesika ni nyina wie out mu se sika san wo botom enti mepacho ba bia ubenya sika wadida aso no ewo no eyese ye beyire ye ho na afei ye ma osika emu dopa ye ma osika emu edo sika emudo baabia ubenya usika no eye cash out so baabia ubenya usika eye cash out so enti moma yen start ne mo star 439 hash no ye mo star 439 hash no eho na ye de sika no akogu a ebusia ubenya sa sika we nyina no e de agu botom ubenya sika we nyina e de agu botom enti ye yire ye ho na ye twa ye de ne den ye de vim and vigor ka ho pa so no pese nkrofo atwa kakra moma yen hwese ye betumi bi na enjinja nkrofo do mu ntwagum dodo no a pacha no pe ya be che 1000 amount ye be ma 1000 sesia ye be ma 1000 sesia enti munyire mu hona mu ntwa munyire mu hona mu kantum emra mu kangum ma temia machine so ma me machine so pacha ye star 439 hash star 439 hash okay into first person wona wa number that TV no so na no pay yi wadi 1000 boko we uni obia eni chempe bia 0243 540 ... don pacho number no waka no fa so na yenko yanimu a ensa enti ye star 439 hash star 439 hash na for ye the vim and vigor no call option number 3 me pacho medical che baako enti me sa be che bia kan me pesa me che 3 anse na me ankasa me kojo abetena se enti munyire mo ho na muntwagum entem na yentumi enche bi emfa emmamo muntwagum entem na yentumi enche bi emfa emmamo star 439 hash na fe yemfa vim and vegan so enko option number 3 hono na ne cash out no ye do 1000 akwakoshe 1000 ne hye ho enye obi ade ye wo a wo hwe me wo a wo tie me wo sika enti yiro ho na twabigum na ye ma osika medical chebaako meche mienu aka ho ansena masore so na me kojo aba betena se enti mo me fast da emma enapa foods e de product bebre na naba wo mo de tin tomatoes wo mo de talia wo mo de anwa wo mo de sadi wo mo de mo wo mo de nema bebre non dairy chocolate ye bibia ba enti sa ukwadwam a eya no ahwehwe enapa food for products ne biato na ebetumi aba papa FDF aginuane no atomu enti ya na wakai ahye no so sa e de ama mese utomo eniema bi ekofia wo ha ne amane bia eni ho mepacho agbeve herbal hospital so eni Ghana fo nyina kasa enopei wo mo ne mo kasa na ya botre eni ahobrase kwan so eni wo mo esudi afra mu se adaroma wo a wo tie me wo a wo hwem na wo haw ewo wapomoden ho yade krankro bi a se efre brofon friends chronic wo ho chronic disease bia eda so na wo de chinchina enko oba woni wukunu matena se ya che awo emma mepacho ba bia mekanfo de ama enne dadua ewo eye Agbeve Herbal Hospital wa wonsam ebuo wa wo diabetes wa wo stroke yade bie ha wo bia liver ene kidney bia no mepacho momode anakopie mu ewo Agbeve ho na wontumi enhwe emoa ene ye de mona soap aba ne asanso ni mona cream aba ebetumi aboa ma we de ene kama wa wo stomach ulcer wa wontumi ni di oba ne bema bia no ye wonura ye de ama ye drugstores ene hospital bia no anase pharmacy shops ene drugstore bia no enu ni bi ewo ho akwa abenya bi ato ye wo ateba ho nkran hanom sotium ewo akra last stop na dakoja achenso kuma se honum ne ewo oni Agbeve nkasa ewo 0208130790 na 0246595256 0202706165 Bipacho mama yenkwa na fe ye de owini 1006 ya ye ne eni nkomo. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Morning.
Morning.
Oh mami bako. Debbie akwano ye kasha family member. Bra ye fro say.
Okay.
Me to nyum no wanyi so ye fro say.
Evan kwano sobote.
O say.
Kwano sobote.
Ba so say.
Kwano sobote.
Ye fro kwame. Zokote. Pasha F1.
Okay.
Hey. Bra Kwame. Hello.
Hello, me.
Me pasha no pay what the cash out.
Tato
Who wa here no pay? Yes, on network na hard you can. Hey for now one no pay.
Oh, bogoso.
Hey! Bogoso ton. Hey, ain't it bad time na chance say o twa cash out no pay?
Tate 8
Best sexy mu ho no mo. Wow. Anyway, 1,000 one. 1,000 no obe pay me ama na say actually e be ka ho asem.
What?
1,000 no dey bi ko e den.
What side the baby as money am.
Also the bele. Me ba sho bra kwa me da so I am sending network no mu na ho sa nti aman conversation enye de. Okay. All right. Oh, one ja. 02429888 ra the rest. Okay, mpacha nti wo so our number da so yi what the 1,000 pe ma che 2 times enti sika no eso pa mpacha mo yine mo ho na mu ntwa bi mo yine mo ho na mu ntwa bi mo yine mo ho na mi ntwa mi ra mpacha me fa mienu enka ho oh
ba se wo ho ye
nyame adom na nso e
ase no sorry ntam dodo
se
ahomache de na ya na hia ye o mo ye nsa na mu gyan ho saa ya na ye bibia ho opa bisam sachu very very important
de me ye mo nyina chi wani nso
men ka se wa ye boni o me pa kire se ahomache no aya na ehia pa
na da bia wo fa ne nko wan fa na ire
hwe de bia nyankopɔ ama wo mframa abɛhome
Grofo blidi anopayo ntwa so yasa grofo bibi beba
oh obe wawu basa bibi e boko
na no star ba kunu na e kama pa ya repeat ma me bi
he no say we some parasite say na Even chatty. Oh, ansana. Me do for pa bekono. My starting series me. Maybe next year.
Next year. Ne o ma jimo.
Maybe next year. Every day be a kakra BFM. Na Say, what share the air corner? Oh, you do baby. As a 7-1 actual history books or Chrome Hayinano, you throw them for questioning. One actual political history will Chrome Hayina, I see a throw on you with someone. Say, number 1, time no more trust as no my dream with the hole. Number 2, say no my dream with the wa. Any papa on the same. Number 3, one more share that, and I say a baby. Who I said actual political history, Kruma, Professor Dubois here, but Professor Aaron Maakye Otiase. I see a friend in your business these questions, no answer. Titru you before a Kruma. Actual books. Say, no, Nana, as I say, your manusia, was secondary schools, universities, they are true, who could history, and Ghana ha. So one kind Aaron Maakye. Professor Dubois he book there history no be fail. But political history no mo show Krumano. Does it correspond with all the histories in the world about Ghana put together? A correspondiana? The answer is no. History Aaron Maakye, Edu Boahin, and all the rest Troy, say you before the Troy in Inano. What for books and what sassisu bom. A yepe, but for me and no diana, edifa. What it means is that Wamo said they would twist Ghana's political history to their advantage. And to say, Peter na ya dia far by force, as I said, the come echo. Umpo, fameko. Eti say one farm man called the that just said the watch no and the walk canon correct. Maybe see a series way next year. See, number 2. Onua, His Excellency the former President of the Republic of Ghana. Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. Eka with Chebi Presby sorry them. Say Openi JB Dankwa and Krofon Jesse will pass derogatory comments and remarks about him. Say, and samana yeke kebifa JB Dankwa hono, and ye correct. A samana Honorable Mutala Muhammad Kaya no so saw ye traitor. JB Dankwa concern men am catchero. And I'll prove it this morning. It is already table iswa. My bomb with the new set of books, Saba. Books we acquire University of Ghana, Legon Library or Machine or Munibi. I brought new books. I have repeated Dark Days in Ghana, the Green Book, Ghana, the autobiography of Kwame Nkrumah, and then with the other books about. A child will say, as a message, as I said, me sorry, and some can be here to say the camera and far. The titles ni. Chebi na kwa concerning, and I don't know I say him for being necrophobia, gunsani, and there say then no. Me see me pedi or so ye bema. I will see what kind Ghana history. Now we name Ghana back some political history, no. Just come and sit here. That's all. Brother better baby, I'm in of it. So feel say. Aha, hey meme, baby, I'm here jumanti. Why ha? Won't you comfortable? Won't towa? What the young Accra Sports Stadium? They have for microphones in your new him. What I was say, when I will Obia winning the political history of this country. But now, and let's discuss JB Dankwa. Maybe so I can concern you. Hey, Abraba ye bo memha ye one to na JB Dankwa. Question number 1. Then JB Dankwa ye Ghana. Monkana minje. I'm asking one question. Obi chama dia ba ku papa ba ku pese JB Dankwa ye ya ye betimi di yen sa tene so say si ho say watro ye papa efa Ghana ho edu an say me one say bako say JB Dankwa the reason why you do baby na JB Dankwa ne buzi antem essay no me ka kire wachina maybe you don't know edu baby na JB Dankwa ne buzi antem asai cause wasan kwadi buzi aso ho nkonkonsa me say I am looking up to solve me try obi so obi be unity Gabi Ocheda Dankwa Institute me boa Otro article B I think this was around 2011 or 2012 baby was it that time no I think it's later than that well whichever yawo papa bi ano ye Ghana US ambassador to Ghana Kwame Nkrumah time sa papa no otro assembly for JB Dankwa ho no ye Ghana United States of America ambassador no wo Ghana had that time Kwame Nkrumah time asem na make chiro no papa no obo form o makola no na asem na make no obo form say pepra tam US ambassador wa form pepra e makola your friend Professor Richard D. Mahoney. Your friend Richard Mahoney. Otro book be JFK Ordeal in Africa. JFK Ordeal in Africa. Now, Papa the book no Troy no. Ukwa chapter 6 now or come in some about Ghana. He wrote another memoir. And or titles our memoir they say JB Dankwa, the patriot of Ghana, or a question mark. Oh, Mr. Say, it's JB Dankwa or no JB Dankwa no. Na oye no kwafo adwen papa amanyo o mani ye die woni tirimu ampa ana. Ono na trust our book no JFK Ordeal in Africa. Wokwa chapter 6 of that book, chapter 6 started from 157 page 157. What was our book no be no? Correct. Page 157 and chapter 6 no started. Sanka chino ana oda home ate because me come by me. Chapter 6 of that book. Who will be a was soft copy no? Page 157. So this copy be and we first say where me can say yes soft and they hard. It's a hard copy there. We on page 156. What will be the kind? 2nd June 1961. Am I right? Yes. Papa ya friend JB Dankwa no ko jail. Kwame Nkrumah cheno. Then tina Kwame Nkrumah cheno. That time no what 19 concerned letters about Osage for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. I have copies of all the letters. It be say political historian be a work room hano. Wo de nya akukuduro na bra. JB Dankwa concern oka ho na Ghana ye bre. And I didn't see Ache, and it has taken me almost 7 years. Apart from the books now, it taken me 7 solid years going deeper into this. And I can chest out and boldly tell you, sir, JB Dankwa or a concerning Ghana ye in Africa, JB Dankwa. And I'll prove to you, and a China, Ukriada, and a Yawada. Name for this week. But series where the trauma Kusi next year. And say, why, Bibi Baba Fifem near court nearby. Papa ne trust our book no. Chapter 6 no, and send me ho. And then I got you a trade or trot to Dankwa Institute for website. Say sika bia na America for tuama JB Dankwa so obekwa so aye konkonsani no wo Ghana ha no. Na ye US embassy ena na etua sa sika no emba JB Dankwa. Na emom na enye CIA ena na etua. Gabi meboana. Why did you pull that thing down? A year so no Gabi Ochedako puli sa de ne down. Etina wo hwehwa wo. In any case, mete me nya adwuma ma media general. But me nya adwuma TV3. It is a TV3 for prepare wo payroll. Patro Captain Smart din beba so. Mete me nya adwuma ma American embassy. It is American embassy. Prepare wo payroll. Anyone wa ye mo allowance. Sa me nya hwema US and then American embassy betu amika. Now this is the deal. JB Dankwa timer and Kwankwasa 19 or Tete Kwame Nkrumah factory where JB Dankwa will do nothing about the factory but will start writing disparaging letters and comments and serious and Kwankwasa about Kwame Nkrumah to UK. And you know what? Russia was monitoring JB Dankwa, and if you want to dare me, it can be found in this book. Okay. If again you want to dare me, you can still find it in this book. Remember, so proper. Again, if you don't want to believe me, go and read Richard Hall's book that he wrote, Kaunda, founder of Zambia. You will find it there. Now listen to me. And then go and read Professor Richard D. Mahoney, Ghana, U.S. former ambassador to Ghana, joined Osage for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's time. The friend Mahoney. Time at JB Dankwa fi Okoda prison no. Na CIA etua JB Dankwa busu afoka. Se mfa no aduane nkoma na prison. No a CIA asset. Now let me break it down so you can understand proper. Se CIA ni we adwuma. One more 2 categories for foreigners. And one more 5 categories for one United States of America mapa one person who use so proper. It's either you are an asset or you are an agent. Say US CIA catch us away one asset. Umo du panche agent. Asset no 1 within konkonsa, 2 within sekro, number 3 and some I want many more. Ebetimi am mine aye here. US ehwehwe o monsan kan no wo na wo de koma mo eti ye fa de say Peter ewa adwin bi a wo de tirim o pesa oma onua ye yi a na ekọ hyekire ekọ te adwin ne pe pa no de mirika na wakoka say hey good afternoon o wo plan foforo asan de aba mo anso ano a mo te wasa ano ama Ghana abaye te say America mo de mo ntena ho na mo hwe na ye bi before de ese ekoso asa aso mo. Fidel Castro wrote this speech 29th anniversary of the attack on the Mokanda garrison. Grammar, 26th of July 1982. Go get the speech and read. Me say it has taken me few so to learn about JB Dankwa. Oh yeah, Kwankwansani. He's not just a traitor. Padini ye Kwankwansani. And I'm telling anybody, you share one-on-one. Bring your documents, I'll bring my documents. Bring your books, I'll bring my books. I am telling anybody. The question is that when the first copy or the copy of Kwame Nkrumah's 7-year development plan policy no etu kwan or the kwan JB Dankwa the kwan or the kwan JB Dankwa told the CIA, say, listen, for the very first time, he told the CIA, say, Ghana's independence means nothing to him. These were his own words. And I have a document to prove it to you. I can't just take him in Fienson to investigate that man. JB Dankwa catch CIA, say, Ghana's independence na Kwame Nkrumah ni ho hancho o pese Ghana de ne ho na Ghana be your man ni mo du e we bibrem ha nyina no it means nothing to him. There's a document to prove he wrote officially. So let nobody sit anywhere in this country and think that JB Dankwa did something for this country Mube gunsa wo wiase na mapatashini na besa. Ba mo boa, you can never change the history of this country. Back to the main story. Go and read JFK, Ordeal in Africa. And tomorrow I will show you pictures. Uyembe chakro. Echira me mfoni. Betcha me bodia. Na me the picture na to ho bam. Me bodia na me the picture na to ho bam. Me bodia na me the picture na to ho bam. No obi ani swada ho. Because it has taken me 7 years. Because me your school no. Wo chese ye can Ghana history a JB Dankwa. Then I said no. Akware yaji obi ani onyama ani kwanse oje. So let me take my time and investigate this. We shared Dr. Due Oton Edro Ofia Haya Bisano. At a point, I traveled with him to somewhere to go collect books. Chapter 6 of that book. JB Dankwa da prison no. Na Adriania Yanua Frifie, and then people said that JB Dankwa was rich. He was not rich, Bia. If indeed JB Dankwa was rich, and then an CIA and a Trianica, and this kind of man a bushra for me, I didn't want to come out of prison. Can I stand? People will try to twist and turn our history. It will not wash. It wouldn't go anywhere. It will never happen. Not anymore. JB Dankwa da prison where a US ambassador to Ghana Kwame Nkrumah time my body diamao. Your friend Richard D. Mahoney. No actual the book plus the memoirs say a year Ghana we no JB Dankwa da prison no say the sika if CIA ho e bre na bushia for CIA was paying JB Dankwa's family the stipends. I had been where the man was jail because no money draw. I can concern no did. Me say, we bet me about them. We ban also don't crack haba. Me swear them crack haba. They share baby obi anyo bi studio. We table see me table see ha. O kasa na me so me kasa. We can no abo page, na abo page. No we prove, na me prove. Na ye ko, na ye hade o krom ha. Ghana yanye na JB Dankwa. I'm telling you today. And I am one was MP before that Dankwa buzi adomo really. I am one say besin ne. Kesika wo mawia wo memha. Said them was say Ghana. Said them was tete o mayor because Dankwa asefo. Exactly what he was doing. Now watch this. JB Dankwa da prison by 2nd June 1961. Maybe yeah. It can be. No. Peter, when you are there, JB, the guy walked straight to the US ambassador in Ghana that time. So, I don't know. And CIA for one met me up, Poby won ya. At the car until the evening. Go and read chapter 6 of JFK. Ordeal in Africa. You will understand this proper. Gabi Otreda Kunankasa Troy. He was trying to defend say JB Dankwa CIA asset and an agent. In whichever way, whether asset or agent, JB Dankwa no Dim Nkrumah and the Ghana Hong Kong concern. And ambassador and the catcher and say, hey, Kewo. Ambassador na no masama watch row. Where nyame kwadwo smart na America. And say ukofa say America for declassify how Osadfo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah was overthrown. Ukofa sa documents ni na. And see, let me say this. Ya do baby a sense and for your Ghana. You see there. Because say BBC on hot da. So beshe, so be twisted, no what turning the history of United Kingdom. And see that BBC on penny. Even other private radio stations and TV stations in the United Kingdom, they will never agree. Go to America, CNN, they will never ever. So I'm better now. Oh, I want to know how you day, eh? Yampuana, be a to me. Sir, CNN, better now. Ashe, so be and twist now on turn. American history. NC France 24 on penny. Ba woba Africa had ya. Yet to be shut up penny patrianica. Metamo mumia to me. Huh? Ya ba Africa ha. Wo bet me at na hashe. Ayan shaha. Say, yen the other day. Yen done no. Yen twisted your history. Yen twisted everything. And this is what your president Obama call and ra and na oka. But the right time, me boy no amount. That president me and yen just say you pass derogatory remarks about JB Dankwa. JB Dankwa no e concerning. What did it na fear nye? Eti ambassador ne catch and say, "Oh, JB, asam na wo catch me no de. Minimum hwe obi nim sasa na me country America tuauka." Because Richard D. Mahoney na America say we suspect say or you closer to Kwame Nkrumah, and indeed it proved that Kwame no you closer because Penny be and your friend Richard Wright na ono na dam for pan US ambassador to Ghana. Chenye na dam for pan any US ambassador to Ghana. Your friend Richard D. Mahoney. He wrote a letter to Osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. That is how US got to know, sir. Abrantiana, your friend Richard D. Mahoney, he was one of the greatest diplomats America produced here. When we in free Ghana, when we in free Africa, but the son said na obey Kwame Nkrumah pantino na esesa wo pe kwan bi faso anu twafa no and see ya betumi twafa ho sesi and America tutu mrika kwahwehwe ko hu say Sir Richard D. Mahoney no ono ne body power America Kwame Nkrumah so body eti sana tedia sa wo mama ambassador ne hunu say wo mutua JB Dankwa aka fon konkonsa e o Ghana ha de a ene Kwame Nkrumah bete so wo mutua fa de ho eti Mahoney can say he doesn't know anything about how much he JB Dankwa is being paid every month. I am daring the Dankwa Institute to come and tell me JB Dankwa renegotiated or negotiated here so from 30 days to 21 days. And this is documented. So when you read Nkrumah's book, Kwame Nkrumah, Dark Days in Ghana, Sana down for now your friend Richard Wright, don't forget, sir. Mahoney so the Richard. Where you Richard D. Wright, and where you Richard D. Mahoney. Okay, it's no more Fimbia or Moody, Ghana higher on Crawford, Fia or Moody, maybe I can't Fina no Moody natural. Now listen. He wrote something to Osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. This is what pushed CIA to know, say no. Say your boy Ambassador Mania, one sha. Obe confided in this man. So confided in Richard D. Wright, Pepepa. Richard would also confide in Kwame Nkrumah. So Kwame Nkrumah will get to know the details. As a result, we will pay JB Dankwa without the knowledge of the ambassador. That is why Susanna Bryan was brought to Ghana during Professor Richard D. Mahoney's time. And I am daring anybody to come and challenge me. And by the grace of God, Kwame Nkrumah ni abaya ne chimpena. Tasamne tote ye. thought that map our positive patterns. I thought that map our positivity. Cause girl ne buy no. Woman de ne buy. Say or no on shadow triaka. So she was brought all the way from the United States to Ghana. And you back na no ye Ghana ha. And once over here so be JB Dankwaka. And then I am challenging Gabi Ochedako. Susanna Bryan went to baby and JB Dankwada no. Ya chini to no kwasra 4 times. Me bwana. Susanna kwasra JB Dankwa 4 times. And then obia wo ye Ghana ni ayachi watum. The US Embassy for NMS round. So why then? Bonnie no why then? I felt a letter now. Opening Richard D. Wright to Troy no. Letter to Kwame Nkrumah. Where? No, Fra Kwame, the Black Power. And this was published. Landing in New York, it was 1954. It was published again at several years and times. Or say, I say to you publicly and frankly, I say to you publicly and frankly, the burden of suffering that must be borne, impose it upon one generation. Do not with a false kindness, do not with the false kindness of the missionaries and businessmen drag out this agony for another 500 years, whilst your villages and your people's minds sink into the morass of the subjective darkness. Be merciful by being stern. Kwame Nkrumah, be merciful by being stern. If I lived under your regime, I would ask for this hardness, this coldness. Make no mistake, Kwame. They are going to come at you with words about democracy. Make no mistake. I wish I could be for our mic and economy be a man and no kind. Make no mistake, Kwame. They are going to come to you with words about democracy. You are going to be pinned to the wall and warned about democracy, about decency. Plump-faced men will mumble academic phrases about sound development. Gentlemen of the cloth will speak of values and standards. In short, a barrage of concentrated arguments will be hurled at you to persuade you to temper the pace and drive of your movement. Because there will come a barrage of concentrated arguments will be hurled at you to persuade you to temper the pace and drive of your movement. Afeti, paragraph 4. But you know, as well as I do. So this is where the CIA realized that no, Padino, or a crime chocho mucho. So a crime chocho mucho dia. Nessa or ye Mahoney chocho mucho dia. Ye can't sandwich there, Mahonia. Mahoney be catch the right. Right it here in Krumabete. Eti yanka. But you know, as well as I do, that the logic of your actions is being determined by the conditions of the lives of your people. Oh my God. Paragraph 1, 2, 3. Paragraph 4. There will be no way to avoid a degree of suffering, of trial, of tribulation. Suffering comes to all people. But you have within your power, you have within your power the means to make this suffering of your people meaningful. To redeem whatever stress and strains may come. None but Africans can perform this for Africa. Kwame, you are the one who can perform this for Africa. And as you launch your bold programs, as you call on your people for sacrifice, you can be confident that there are free men beyond the continent of Africa who see deeply enough into life to know and understand what you must do, what you must impose. This is the letter he wrote to Osagyefo for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. This page. This one. Okay, thank you. So let nobody sit anywhere and lie to you about JB Dankwa. There are documents to prove. And the American ambassador, Mahoney, said no. As for this one here, let me call and find out. So he wrote to the US government about the request of JB Dankwa, because JB Dankwa was bold enough. Kwankwansa ho aketua JB Dankwa timi nya akukuduro eko US ambassador no ho ono so frey no na yampa. So if he had been bold and walked straight to you, it's true, we pay him. Na US ambassador no na ni ba ne ho so eno who say ono so adam for pa Richard D. Wright watro krata bi ama Kwame Nkrumah na samna abranche de tro no say Kwame hey said you otumfo tu na pofo dem no asade ne ba abonche no ebi ena papa no de ye Kwame Nkrumah said abaya sa dakro odano sore na ne wura fikrata do obi be ka oba bi obi be publish ma Kwame Nkrumah te. And you say, I say to you publicly and frankly, me can't tell when never what to once wa bonten say or how yaw ne amane a eda wo manfo komu no emu odu na sa Kwame wa ma wani anye den ne wan fa wo na nsi fama wasefo nananom Ghana chi several years after so we no so went me and fa wo na nsi fam anya ade esesa wo yema Ghana wasefo bebre Ghana behuna mane. Now this man wrote about JB Dankwa. This man Richard D. Wright, he wrote to Kwame Nkrumah about JB Dankwa, and there's a book which was written by Philip A.G. inside the company CIA diary. It's here. It's here. Me see me po bi obetimi didn't say bu about JB Dankwa betra and afrem wo ba bia fa books bra me de beba. JB Dankwa ye concern first class bin share the so concern ni pada. Ah ba ma otimi di nkwankwansa kire na danfo girlfriend no gini feelings them. Really? It is also documented. Me mo bitimi na meka. Sanka mini JB bra. Akamini JB. Na ye kwa ba bi ne ya ne Peter ko JB. Ena me ne wo ne Peter. Ya kwa me girlfriend. Ye kodru ye no JB Dankwa ni Peter wo. Den JB Dankwa afre wa ka cho say kewo. Ba sap get you di captain chi. Get no ho fetching captain. Adentina say oh the captain na we ye hwe ha say JB Peter or captain kwaso anya adwuma. Na agro ene JB sim ma hohoro mi so ade we ya ukoye ke wo menka wo eto ate a ye wo awasem na JB dan kwatimi akọ again o ya nkrani minimini din let nobody deceive anybody in this country etimi akodin konkonsasa na Nancy echere hini number 1 JB Dankwa na Nancy echere hini the 1th na wajige no owie so awanwa no me pese me busa na na do Dankwa akufa do se JB Dankwa ne ma yesey JB Dankwa ne ma yesey ya fa no to amanto book no so ande e betwam eti kwame and Crawford be catch us some missionaries. Say CIA ni catch us be a missionary. And say nipa no kuta Bible. And so kuta Bible. There be missionaries ni CIA for omo ba. E omo te sa asofo. Ah omo de oba no krokro or the fell or dodo and you from missionaries. Eti asofo na wode omo ba Africa yina ma omo de book we bra ye na friend the Bible no. They were described as missionaries. They were all CIA agents. They are all CIA agents. Any another day discussion because what's your Bible no? My catch say, listen, me ye Christo ni. Me ji Yesu Christo na wo. Ni wo. Ni wusoriye eni sunsun konkron amayo edi meji di pa but I didn't find the Bible no it is not the word of God, it's a lie. The Bible is a book that contains the word of God. It's in nyame asem our Bible nim but Bible enye nyame asem ye fa no nto ho na Bible na kasa kra kan ni yi a wo beti ase wo be hunu se de tie ye nko book no so. So what happened? Ose Kwame, be merciful by being stern. Ose nya badaye. Mema utimu nya di bebre bat. Hey, wujaf. Ye be memu fa wona nsi fam. They told me Kwame, make no mistake. Kwame, hey, man nyam from so da. Na omo beba be da e di democracy. Brony, where Brony, yeah, the more democracy can be. It's a lie. The word democracy comes from the word democracy. It comes from the word demonic cracy. Democratic principles. Democratic principles. And if you want to challenge, go and read a Pigeon special because they are black, Derek Murphy and Cos John. I've taken 7 years. Because people say me can't say now we are no more evidence. Kwame, make no mistake. They are going to come at you with words of democracy. Remember, my friend can be a demonic. Saka democracy is demonica. And then the democracy catch us oba ware oba na bema ware bema. Dimachi, I'm telling you why democracy is demonic. It comes from the word democratic. Democratic principles. Eti democracy na Africa ya solid di echire ni nyina no. Ehin na fi bai. Now, in democracy, you say Bema and the Bema too. And see, JB Benjina, hey, me may your girl, and I say, when I am gay, me may your boy. Cause me a penny channel. Na JB da ho. Na many JB da. I didn't see a democracy. Really? Huh? So what was where the Edinburgh Mecca? Nanti ama get any anti-B. Because it's democracy. It came from the word democratic. Democratic principles. Eti bibia ekutia nyankopon, bibia ekutia natural principles no. Eye democracy mu na fi and fighting that principle. Eti ye wo bi o ha wo kwa America sese ya bebia democracy fi ba ya. Omo say oni de ne kondo dua. Opeso oni dua na eda. Eti be market echie otumi edua won fie no wa botokro wo mbekọ no wa yi ni be ma no wa nom Viagra. No de ne be ma wodua po. Ukwachi kope no wa catch say this is a democratic society. I have my right. I want the tree is my wife. Ya won krofo a won no sa woni ne beda je wo fa ken no di gua no e mo hu no honam moja se mi yo woni ne kwada wo fa ken wo twa no wo bono pa ema na ho bia asa wepra no eno na woni ne da ne ho timi ba eno so democracy wajatum nti ko America ya won krofo a woni ne beda ono agi ne hutum not ho hit me pine hit my eye pine hit my nose pine hit my chest pine ubu body sa asa woni ne da ne ho aba wonko police station pa e be catch oh that is my right. Meanwhile with the Ghana ha near the mrabra say me matim sika ya me yere ho ade wo pesa wo tro times pesa me ye division of labor wo se me nye na oba na kana to say me ma me na wo pagya de nan to nche na wo ye pay say ye rape wo rape wo yere kwame sankrofo no ma re fi say wo mo catch us o masoma missionaries ebisafo mo ntie ne ye missionary na yesi ode nyame asem na bre ye no tieni ye o won bedu Cape Coast na o masi asori e wo soro na slaves no egu ase no kwasam nyame anim ne se sanka Bible na o mo de baaye no se ni na ye nyame asem ampa anya bia Bible no nka se esese enya ahomobro ema ye nyonko denti na slaves ni wo fom na abrofo adwunso gu wo so etinte so gu sabe wo ja wo nan gu won so na asore wo soro. Who told you they were missionaries? They were mercenaries. O me kum ye me sure bi awa Ghana no say or ye missionary na me dwa I don't want to hear that word missionary. They are all fake. Maybe somebody will say, Maakye, you're missionary. Maakye by and one describing him as a missionary. It was the church in Glasgow that described Maakye as a missionary. Maakye did not describe himself as a missionary. There's a memoir Maakye wrote, My Point of God. My Point of God. Maakye, James Maakye, Etroyeno. He never described himself as a missionary. Maakye said, several missionaries have come and gone, but I am a servant of God. Maakye never described himself as a missionary. It was the church in Glasgow that described Maakye as a missionary. You know why? Maakye sir. Missionaries now when they fear America. Missionaries from UK by they were agents to destroy Africa. So Maakye decided that my point of God in that memoir he wrote, I am asking if apostles of my own church, if they have that. I got that document from Pastor J.W.K. Saki. And I have kept it till today. I got it from Pastor J.W.K. Saki. And I have kept it till today. Or see, missionaries have come and gone. But I am not, but a servant of God. And when you missionary be Master, you're careful. They did not bring the word of God. They came to subdue, suppress, depress, and oppress us. Book na branch and Troy. Kata no ose Kwame gyina yie for nansi fom obɛhyɛ the democracy abɛdaada ho afei ɛkɔ fom no tie ne yie ɔse gentlemen of the cloth will speak of values and standards. Gentlemen of the cloth near the here. Nana no mahemfo. Ahemfo na omo na siasa abrofo na hye omo de no. I am asking Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo if he knows. And I prove to you from this book. Oche visited Kwame Nkrumah 5 times. Discussion then of course between Oche and Osaji for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. And you Oche Hini Chebi Hini. Because Bakatwa say you knew Oche Hini Bia Ogana ha. Achim enclave no ya chemu miensa. Obia di ninkui. Obia nso nche obia. Etiet mi kase nipa ba akofo na ya achim fo nyina hene. It's a lie. Eni buku biam. Woko Ministry of Chieftaincy and Culture. As I say, I said, Ministry of Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs. Book be anywhere you want title be a friend of Chihine. A chim chebi hine. You are chim kotoku, you are chim boso. When we know your mahine, or be a paramount. And until the time of Chihine Copper Eastern Regional Paramount, a House of Chiefs, no Ore Poto Bisan. Olusu Poto. Nanko ya chimfo ina hene ede na chimfo ahemfo kotutia no. Olusu poto. The den chebi hene no e dikuro. He visited Kwame Nkrumah 5 times. If you want to know the discussion, it is in the book The Struggle Continues, Part 2. Kwame wrote several books. Listen, book where The Struggle Continues. Aluta continua. Part 4 no ya aluta continua. Where part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. Part 3, part 2, part 3, part 4. University of Ghana for book no. But thanks to the Almighty God, I have this as the part 1. I have the part 2. I have the part 3. And I have the part 4. If you want it, me fear, me family book my own pie. O kind of fear. We are no asora koda. Send me book be free me fie. Ako fie de na me bisa me because me fa ma. We never be say JB. Who be fie na open me book a. Remember baby atena kan. Who kan we a na ma give me book. Because me books na me wo no. Wo hwehwe organa ha baby a. Wo nya. Te me fa ma. Papa ne ka kire no. Say Kwame hey, number 2. You careful na wo mu frafra ntema ne ba. Mbaba be dada. Cause abrofra kwehye wo machi. And yes, I agree. I told you last Friday. Say mistake ba kwa Kwame Nkrumah ye. And say ote ahafu efi asante ho. It was because Kwame thought that the downfall Richard D. Wright actual book bi amano. Letter bi amano. Okay, Kwame Nkrumah personal memoirs now. Back what I tell you, my mother's love. Kwame Nkrumah wrote something about his mother. My mother's love. 18th May 1963. And not sure, 18th May 1963. Kwame Nkrumah sure memoir bi. A book with him. Also, The Republic. 1st July 1960. Where Kwame Nkrumah handwriting to me, they try to make me through, but what shall throw Hana? Ubehu a check. Kwame Nkrumah and then sa ne pen at Troye, which shall throw The Republic. 1st July 19. So fantastic, me that's it. And the man wrote, the love of my mother. He wrote something. That is when I got to know, say, at a point, Kwame regretted, say, Ote ahafu, efri asantung. Because Kwame was ill-informed at a certain point. Because of this friend's letter. Eti, ohini biya oba ne nchen, ene ne bekasa abrofo no ho biya no. Sa ohini no, I say Kwame's onisa ohine intem because Kwame's agenda was nothing. Ghana ye baby. Kwame's agenda and he said Ghana ye and baby. That was his plan. Now let me read something to you. There are three things Nkrumah Edu baby no he lost track of it. Let me tell you today, Kwame Nkrumah was a good Christian. But Edu baby no na yeding. That was number one. Kwame Nkrumah maintained his sharp, intelligent brain. And the anko baby. But one thing Kwame left and he said, Nkrumah trusted too much. Kwame Nkrumah trusted too much. It's a do baby no. Senior. When Timi ani obaba kwant na Kusi say Alhaji Sinari ne papa ekope Fatia ebre no. Fatia enye Kwame Nkrumah papa ne tua ne tisika ne tinsa me de ye ne ho de. Alhaji Sinari papa ne tua Kwame Nkrumah ye tinsa e wo Egypt and so de ne ba. And we another day discussion. Yebeko. It's a random new people come here and say Kwame Nkrumah was saying he had 13 children. In one of his memoirs, Oshaha, Bakacho said in handwriting in Yamo Troyano. Main fanch there will be brisa. And Tosha who said before 24th February 1966, Ghana was heading in everything positive. Mashada, I don't want you to read what is now. Kwame listed Onua Onua and in Madin. Ewaha. And another day discussion. Yebeka ho asem. Mesi JB dan kwa konsani. Enti papa yi krata yi otroma Kwame Nkrumah na se kewo for nasi form. Na wanye saa edi beyew. Yebi prawo. Ehona ma sia ye hu se no. Right. Na dan for pa ne Mahoni. Say right na dan for ne Kwame Nkrumah. Na right so the body pa ne Mahoni. Now the way I write to person Kwame Nkrumah see build the Ghana no. Say Ojana trouble beba. And you see this book Challenge of the Congo. This book was written by Kwame Nkrumah. Where is the University of Ghana for Washington? And now we have book we are and one thing. But I have a copy. Me farm I say beji ko fie na kokan yo me nye. No akoye copy. Wo ba me fie a mema table ne chair. Wo kan wi a na ma jim book. Na me de akoto ho. Kwame Nkrumah when he was writing about Congo, the things he wrote, you got no idea. Where a letter be a Kwame Nkrumah chiro come be envelope na shim nipa na respond a letter no like as obi a chiro krata na nipa na reply no no envelope na shim ni no wo me ho letter na ankasa so kra na o mo chiro ye no eno so tetia ye friend bill a small note bi and a woman and a Kwame na sign the signature and some catch say wunya hu Kwame signature that. Let me show you today. Let me show you Kwame Nkrumah's signature. At least say o koshia o baby a no hu. But let them me fan Kwame Nkrumah's signature ni. Look at it. This is Kwame Nkrumah's signature. This is Nkrumah's signature. Mame fan to ho. Mame fan ko share envelope no we Kwame personal we nyen kwala letter. What? I am Crawford so I'm TV so no radio so I have document. Yeni ba ye ho so no my baby fathers. On to fear na sen kwada. Ukoka say hey. Injai ka for document bra. Mame fan shimo ho. Bra koda boko what? And JB Dankwa me say that man or a dangerous. It's nasini bia dangerous. Akufado or JB Dankwa sini. Check it. Kenoforiata or JB Dankwa sini. Check it. They are dangerous human species. And when you read this book, The Roots of Revolution, written by Jack Woodis, what's some books in Acheo? Where see a letter Kwame Nkrumah Troy. We a letter Kwame Troy, but we in the memoir. Na osro nti no opese or the two baby di or trauma and son Adam for na a friend Jack no. A friend Jack Bill. Jack John Bill. And to way a senior man in Sano, and he wrote and mentioned the Convention People's Party in this memoir. Who quite over Bia Winya Junior. I mean, Fanshaw. Actually, that person me my details in the power proper no be jejemia. No ma catch yourself for evidence, bra. I mean, so me family evidence, bra. Next time, what the hell? Now, sorry, now so TV2 Onua, we am show. This book will also tell you about how JB Dankwa clandestinely, Mr. Chuanini can say, clandestinely, or Kwatikwain, Kwatikwain, or Nam Kwatikwain so. Edidi Nkrumah say kuna editu Kwame Nkrumah kotokam ye na no. The main person at CIA and in ye kuni ye JB Dankwa. On him from the beginning. Kusi so ko wuye. On him. Me say echna de mi remfi. Me the power grant driver's license beba bechno. How I got power grant. Power grant, the power grant, the driver's license. Power grant, and you never power grant or Google power grant. They check the data, I won't know, need there to grow woo ye. The driver's license, and a Western region for now, Honorable Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, if I say, Honorable Emmanuel Amakofibua, Sampi Yali. All politicians are more Western region. What's now? I'm a power grant and modern bebreba Boma Ghana. Yeah, the JB Dankwa have a sick power grant to console. Now, let me tell you, a power grant seeker. When you know, this is this book, The Declaration of Independence. In this book, where we are winya Kabeka, onukro wu ya be 30 years ago ni. Kabeka we wu 30 years. The book we read in say. Power grant. Time Kwame Nkrumah umkofa ni fee. America did it back Ghana. Na Kwame Nkrumah niska. Power grant legit to se metu aka. Kwame Nkrumah be do Ghana na sika share but do £100. It was power grant. UGCC, JB Dankwa no ni kapre. Now I have a list. Contributions are omoya ye. Editor sika se omo be UGCC no. Me will be a contribution list no me copy. The JB Dankwa crowd rebeho. the JB Dankwa tua pa grant no one obia womina the obia tua ye bia obia ni din ye tro to ho me wo copy na pa grant te ho owo ho wo kwanza makra na kwohwe bebia ye see pa grant kra ai reho makwa pa grant na soda makwa pa grant ne na so mene na kodi nkomo ene yetimi nya memorial service 60th memorial service Emma JB Dankwa na ye ni memorial service Emma pa grant really Ghana ye ho JB Dankwa concerning first class me say go and look for inside the company CIA diary book we wo fa and abehu we JB Dankwa handwriting me fan chiro twen me pem obi abe challenge we and handwriting America for lister ye ditua CIA agent ka ye list name address telephone number date na ye the code ahye ho after code na ye the total STP any stipends no more the ahye na the aka no ewo ho whether you were paid in cash or you were paid by US check to be withdrawn from the US embassy and also we ase ni na wa ha me dey see actually metro mo me pe challenger somebody should come may take me 7 years to read all these books and other books and one day I will write about JB Dankwa me do nyame uti di na obeto nwuram na et krom ha na yeso Basil Davidson, The African Past. He wrote this book, Chronicles from Antiquity to Modern Times. Wunya timer, Copernican. Wunya timer, Copesa Bukwe, Nakain. Number 2, Copesa Bukwe, The Destruction of Black Civilization. Great Issues of Race from 400 BC to 2000 AD. Bukwe. Copernican, we are Coper, how Europe underdeveloped Africa. When you finish reading these 3 books, come to me. I'll give you more books to read. If you haven't read them, don't come to me. And you see, these are the things I keep talking about. And now let me tell you something. Finally, Ekumoit, yeah? Me catch now say, Kwame Nkrumah mani huno nye o JB Dankwa nsanu nyina was this book. 7-year plan for national reconstruction and development. Kwame Nkrumah 7-year development plan we eno na dey assembly na bra Kwame. Wonim gomua mahene gomua man gomua gomua for me wo gomua for history bia no akina na meka. De enti ana Kwame Nkrumah so mpe gomua hene asem because of Asante hene. Ntana Kwame Nkrumah empe asen ma hinasem. But before Kwame Nkrumah ebeko Hanoi ema yebetu no 2 days before na danfo oye Professor Richard D. Mahonia no oye Ghana a US ambassador to Ghana no Kwame Nkrumah ne konom bitter leaf Nkrumah no mpe broditi. It is a Kwame Nkrumah took on to Tibita Livish and bottom. Or Kwame Nkrumah na introducing Professor Richard D. Mahoney to bitter leaf. That is why in his book, JFK, or Deal in Africa, he wrote My Bitter Leaf Time with Kwame Nkrumah. When you read, you will know. You will know. China, Mr. Metro pictures. Na China memang the history, the entire ma Kwame Nkrumah na asen mahene na omonka. Because at a point, asen mahene, any JB Dankwa ye meeting, and one asen mahene mani hunu. And that meeting was documented. I have a copy. It let nobody deceive anybody in this country. If you don't know, you don't know. Asen gomu asen mahini, original title na yedefre asen gomu asen mahini proper. Eye ehuna bobrim. Kumani ensro moja. Akonyana da asen title da ho esopa eye ehuna bobrim. Kumani ni ensro moja kumani ya asante kasa. Eden asen mahene na yusu kumani on a fancy land and we china no ma be link to why Kwame Nkrumah got angry with him because watia hafo if you asante ho remember be china and no china and why JB Dankwa saw asen hene say or the most powerful as of that time because gomwa na ne mankasi mo china boshi na ba bedru kaswa abe wuramu abadansoman afa chimota afa here and somewhere be ho boss wa e betwi the traditional conflicts near the Abanti. I will not go into details, but there are documents to prove that. Eti Kwame Nkrumah man huni na ebuku and then you know why? Na JB Dankwa mpese Ghana say here the four. JB Dankwa still wanted us to be as poor people with destitution, thrown out of joint, no hope, no nothing. That was the idea of JB Dankwa. And then people sit in this country and tell me, say, JB Dankwa do rule of law by. Oh, come on, excuse my French. That is rubbish. Rule of law. The first book that was published about rule of law was in 1824. The first book ever published on rule of law was in 1824. JB Dankwa wuniya on the rule of law by Ghana. And on the rule of law by Africa. On the rule of law by say how? How can somebody tell me this lie? I want somebody to come and prove otherwise of what I'm saying. When Nkrumah was writing this book, Exeums of Nkrumah, where somebody did. The person who wrote this was called Nelson. And he started with Africa, the African personality, African revolution, African unity, African resources and all. It's all about speeches and things, quotations and blah, 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 blah. Kwame Nkrumah, Troy. But surprisingly, somewhere in the middle of that book, Kwame Nkrumah no what typewriter be. My name say Edasi Bizulom Hwa. Fascinating Crawford. Time now Rollins, to Kwame Nkrumah funu. Efin Crawford ya bank no. Na paper na Kwame Nkrumah type ya. Oja ye ko kulungugu. Ama nke ye koto no bomb no na da ship. Minim nipo yi. I don't know who took that paper. But I'm still investigating. I may find it. That time Kwame was writing about his wife, Fatia. How he met Fatia. Now what we are all typing. But the new money be a Kwame Nkrumah Troy about Fatia. No, I still have a copy. And ordinance na Troy. Kwame Nkrumah na utro poem chain I bet you what. Eye ni na otro. Eye ni na otro. Eye ni na Kwame tro. Eye ni na otro. Things he wrote about Fatia. Na Nkrumah Tikrom has said Kwame Nkrumah per se or the Africa president inti no kware Fatia from Egypt. That's a big lie. Kwame Nkrumah didn't know Fatia from anywhere. Kwame Nkrumah no name Fatia or Bia no Shianada. Fatia was brought to Nkrumah as a virgin. He didn't know Fatia. bisane mano sa wo maame ka kire wo a Alhaji Sinari ne maame tiase me makọ Alhaji Sinari ne maame on titwi makọ ne maame ho what happened between me ne maame no na ne ma wo ho eno me nka no ha eno ya another day story ye be ka no ho asem me ka kire o se Kwame Nkrumah ka kire yen se ade a no mpese obete kran se hia Ghana. Our aim is to establish in Ghana a strong and progressive society in which no one would have any anxiety about the basic means of life. Kwame Nkrumah say, "Ya opeso ye Ghana, wo dana wo sori a, ade a ye bibia, aduane, ensuo, kanea, baby obeda, any ade de. Any kwan say ye wasam kra, and wo da sori ya readily available." About work. So we school a mensu woman ho so apa adwuma no ho enti Kwame Nkrumah started with San 7 form 4 we school ani amu adwuma mwa food and shelter where poverty and illiteracy no longer exist. Kwame Nkrumah no person o see Ghana or building Ghana ohia enim and disease is brought under control. American team to disease I say World Health Organization team to disease I say what they do is to bring disease under control. This is what Kwame Nkrumah wanted to do. And where our educational facilities provide all the children of Ghana with the best possible opportunities for the development of their potentialities. Sa brofu and a JB dan kwatro ho letter koka se Kwame Nkrumah chro brofeti. Potentialities. JB dan kwase any dictionary. Kwame Nkrumah we chese wa ye nipa boni sa akra kreti Onua ne brofo. The material basis for a socialist society can only be created by the labor of its people. Do you know why he said socialist? Because his friend from the dark days in Ghana, Nadam Funa, ye friend, Richard D. Wright, extra man say, Kwame, make no mistake, Kwame, they are going to come at you with words about democracy. So Kwame was afraid of democracy. So he decided that he will go the socialist way. Now you understand. It's books in the way now can be you must be able to link it to one another. Now the mayor in say Papa bi wa your friend Jane Hilgims or your political editor of Socialist Worker and former member of the executive of the Post Office Engineering Union. On a trust, I got this from France. This paper, I got it from France. But what I want you to understand, and they say, take your time. Now, books where Kwame Nkrumah show you no. Adia bakwa me then say Kwame Nkrumah gave the rights of these books to the media. Or say Ghana and Central for any Ghana mine and a book be a watch robia a. That is why JB Dankwa led and perform GBC. Esan kwasisa Kwame Nkrumah and Niama. It took somebody to hide Kwame Nkrumah Niama bi. And the Kokan University of Ghana for the home. I'm Shirina. They bent it. They bent it. They bent all of them. I'm Shirina. But another day story. It's a total and 4% data. JB Dankwa wu ye no 1% more twisted date no. Said the better history be how can. Nya catch so JB Dankwa died earlier than this time. Hey, it's a lie. We know. Because CIA documented every single movement of JB Dankwa till his last day. Oh yeah. So nobody can change the history, time, and date of this country. It is the Eben say, Maakye, from May, the creative segment on this show is going to be 45 minutes. So Oscar, Branayan sponsor. Your friend Ghana Abakwasam Krojing. The undiluted history of Ghana. The Eben say, sa books way now, Kwame Nkrumah Etroye, Gaddafi books, Fidel Castro speech way, Kaunda, any other books in now, you better 45 minutes. 3 times in a week. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You better say you buku bakwa. You better kanye. Now what to munsem? Because books will go here. Unyan to best me farm. It's from May. And the best starting morning show. This is starting morning show. Yeah, say yeah, do. Yeah, proper kwemi. Yeah, starting matching. April cry and starting yeah. Ti you do May. Na fe ya to e boss na ya chill the ye be ya to abawi o. It's kayo for Jimmy so and it was a strategy. Yeah, say no, yeah, academic field ho. Yeah, fa book na, yeah, no, but every day 45 minutes. Now can person me 30, the entire me 45 and say, yeah, be no be or titchi, our kind brofo betimi a chase akotwi ye at the amount. Tie kind of brofo no what akotwi. Said abaya one person omtie ne brofo no betie, one person omtie ne twi ne betie. Na ye wie anu nyina pepepe. So all these books na ehinta plus niam Kwame Nkrumah de nsa etro ye nyina no ye be kan ni nyina ofia ha. 7-year development plan we ye be kan. That is why I'm telling you say sa segment we be we next year. Afi what you say? Kwame Nkrumah man hunu nyina ye 7-year development plan we. The plan therefore lays its greatest emphasis on the modernization of agriculture and the most rapid expansion of industrial activity in Ghana. The essential aim of the plan is to provide for all the people of Ghana who are able, one, and willing to work, the opportunity for development and employment at the high level of productivity. Forward the way, Kwame Nkrumah na natural yo. If you look at that time, na kan Kwame Nkrumah brofo. We Kwame Nkrumah wie adewe 1963. But Kwame Nkrumah started writing the 7-year development plan from 1960. 5th May 1960. Now Kwame Nkrumah started say putting together the 7-year development plan. 5th May 5, 1960. There's a document in this book which indicates when he started writing. Kwame Nkrumah penny obi ochro book we 2 years as ochro executive summary. Now I publish a book we as ochro executive summary. When you read the executive summary which is not part of this book, you will know. Yanko your name. Yedi JB Dankwa chi ahwe. Why you care for be kwa kutunu fu na hye nka se. Papa no ye treta keke oye konkonsani. Onu na ma menya nya yie besi nne because factory bia Kwame Nkrumah see ye bia JB Dankwa tro ho letter and I have copies. Kwame Nkrumah ye Commander Sugar Factory JB Dankwa tro ho letter. Thai Factory or Troy, Bonsa or Troy, Ambassador Hotels in Amekacha Wadano or Gato Samobian Koda Kofodia hotel na Kwame Nkrumah see hotel we na wa be kwakọ dem no de aduro bia kwahye ho bewu. And then we sit in this country ni eja a park grant at all. Now for glorify JB Dankwa. JB Dankwa then Oyama Ghana. Show me. I want to know. Are JB Dankwa? No, funye kotoka. Ha? JB Dankwa yana na funye kotoka. Kotoka kwa training wa London baye. Oh, Oh, be see, sa airport na Kwame Nkrumah see ya no. When the question no, JB Dankwa. There are pictures to show. Pictures for her. And so let nobody deceive anybody in this country. JB Dankwa time Kwame Nkrumah Kusi so mutu no. Oja fati ya wo Ghana. Ene nkwala totofenwa. A okopie Guinea. A omuye Kwame Nkrumah is the only first person wa Africa ha. When the president okro bi so, no the vice president okro fufuro so. Kwame Nkrumah was the president of the Republic of Ghana. Oko Guinea, answer no be wunu. Kwame Nkrumah was the vice president of Guinea. But don't forget that Oware wo ho. Onya ba akoso wo ho. O ma mienu wo Guinea. Maybe you don't know. So let nobody sit in this country, and there are documents to show. Because Maakye was a book we mu ade ba ko na me de kire wo no. Obone madin. Share baby obi awo na obi ama me din. Eti akwa bi di nam Ghana hasa ne papa ne Kwame Nkrumah sa nya papa no no. Me mo udin. Enya o papa no all the 13 children Kwame Nkrumah wo wo no ochro obi adin udin ka ho. Ai tu na wo gini no wo mka 13 no ho. Masa udin ka ho. Ba me mbo udin ewi aso obi awo ne papa. So no problem. I know Yamasem TNM. Now be an phobia, will be a shada, and Yan was a Kwame Nkrumah, and Yamabano. Only in this way can the standard, only in this way can the standard of living of the masses of the African people be raised to a level consistent, raised to a level consistent with the human dignity of the man of the 20th century. Yeah, look, this man Kwame Nkrumah, look, you people don't know. It must be the cardinal duty of all of us in government. It must be the cardinal duty of all of us in government. Now, let me say this. My name is Wendy, your friend Cecilia Nelson. What? Onukra join the coup, not drive it. And my work Ghana has started some driving in the 80s. I roll a chain woman. Cecilia Johnson count. The Nelson or the Nelson. Cecilia Nelson. Or the Faustina. Cecilia Johnson here, CPP in Mwa. Where Johnson, where when this him? Oh, Mammy, you had the dean, Mammy, you have me. Johnson. Oh, I didn't mean something Nelson. Where on the Johnson or the Nelson? Or the Nelson. Faustina Nelson. But at that time I run a chain and then I'm catching no. She was driving. Yes, I know been driving no. So we share Faustina Nelson and ne. No what do you say? And running there no yesika. Back and some phone. That time I want you cool no ya chain no to the car. And man what Ghana has started some more driver can you can be. Beside the sun, Nana. That time necessary Johnson was 17 years. Mommy, may I haven't spoken with you about this, but I'm telling you what I know. No, at this 17. On in the mommy corner now. As some of the mommy will run fear. What did your mother tell you about Kwame Nkrumah and JB Dankwa? Hey, you were Busumi or Krum, how we are JB Dankwa sini da. Because of a statement. It is also documented. It must be the cardinal duty of all of us in government, in productive enterprise and in our private lives to ensure at all times that everything is done, number one, to promote the highest level of activity in agriculture and industry to make the Ghanaian live a better life. This development must proceed in such a way as to promote our national independence and the unity of the African continent. We in Ghana have a mixed economy in which we have assigned to both public and private enterprise legitimate and important roles to play in our national development. We intend, however, to use the resources of the state to the maximum degree possible for productive investment in agriculture and industry. Make forward the pay. Let me time call. The plan also provides for the development of the social services, of transport and communications. That Ghana must have its own communication company of electricity and water supply on the scale hitherto unprecedented in Ghana. Unprecedented. Kwame Nkrumah published in 1963. Sabro from unprecedented. 1963 na Kwame Nkrumah churoi. But proportionately, it provides that the rate of investment in agriculture and industry and in the training of the manpower to run the economy should increase even faster. Apart from the welfare of the individual Ghanaian, we intend to use the resources which our participation in the productive economy yields to the state to promote the economic independence of Ghana and the unity of Africa. It is therefore planned, and yet to be planned though, it is therefore planned that the investment of the state in agriculture and industry should be so directed that the most strategic sector of production will come under the public control. And yet government control, public control. It is also provided in the plan that Ghana would actively participate in the movement towards Africa's economic unity as a part of the eventual unification of the continent. Only an economically strong Ghana, only an economically strong Ghana can play a meaningful role in this historical process. It is our hope that by the end of this plan, in December 1966, for this reason, you took Kwame Nkrumah 4 years. On my timelines, Kwame Nkrumah gave timelines when he would finish everything. The plan, it is our hope that by the end of this plan in December 1970, which will coincide with the 10th anniversary of the Republic. That is like a Ghana bedin fiedu no. Ewuradea Ghana did 10 years no. Ofa Western Regional, Ejuma Buburija. Ofa ha Buburija. Ofa ha Sika. Ofa ha Ghana ni wato. Ye tuya school fees. Ye will say. Wato fine. That Ghana did 10 years pe. Say ye be 70 next 2 years. 2027, that Ghana did 70 years. We are still struggling to get food to eat. All because of JB Dankwa. Which will coincide with the 10th anniversary of the Republic. Firm foundations would have been laid. Firm foundations would have been laid for the complete transformation of Ghana into a very strong, industrialized socialist economy and society. The plan has been prepared by the National Planning Commission under my chairmanship. It's the National Planning Commission is one. Kwame Nkrumah chairman, with the assistance of experts from Ghana and abroad. It sets out clearly the effort and sacrifice which will be required of each of us to enable the plan to succeed. Kwame Nkrumah, for my part, am determined that the plan shall succeed, but my determination must be supported by the combined efforts of the whole nation, including members of parliament, our public servants, our farmers, and our working people. In this spirit, I charge all of you to study this plan very carefully, and in doing so, to consider what Ghana requires of you in respect of its implementation. If we all work hard and conscientiously at our task under this plan, we can look forward with hope to a new Ghana where the opportunities for work and happiness will be matched by the abundant fruits of labor for all. President of the Republic of Ghana. Now, to confirm the signature I shown you, and I was saying, so that's the signature of Osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Thank you. We'll go into certain pages of these books and certain memoirs written by Kwame Nkrumah. And again, I'm still daring whoever come and challenge me. We are not debi aye kwachiri. O ba wo so don kra taaba. Na ya tenase, na ya boy enkomo. Fine. Da ye wie e adwenkyere ntokwa bia nim. Eti e kira me kira de enti a gomua ehu amane kakra wo Kwame Nkrumah nsa no, even though omagomafo dua abanche from Fantsman girls. Fantsman girls na nya girls school. Omusi mixed school. Meaning Papa bi okobia say we did 92 years. I've met him, I spoke to him. Saturday ye twam yan. Me san hia no, me san ne kasai. O kan won a o ye memma come Fantsman girls. To say some Papa for we go school ha. O me old girls are now me old boys. And I'm your old student. Someone. As a captain, number I see I'm going to over from then. Into school, no a speech they cry and I'm through the moko. Because every miss I forgot say, Namusum Sombi or one or catch them there. And Fantsman girls, words one speech and prize giving there. I'm assuming to one of my old students. Name me a bessie, another me a being. So we'll talk about Fantsman girls at Pam Secondary School, Swedro, Ghana National, near the Balenki Gomwa. Echna wo bedwiriw. Eti ma me mfa won si ha. Na me nja wo nem. Na me ya adom echna. Yebe kan ho asem. And there's this book, Dirty Work, the CIA in Western Europe and Africa. Sabukuwe. Dirty Work. It was edited by Philip Aji. Sa Philip Aji no ono Sa Aji we. Sa Papa Aji we. Otropa Onua so na tro. Inside the company, CIA diary. Or on a trust, two books way. The CIA in Western Europe, Dirty Work. CIA in Africa, Dirty Work. Our book we the diaries from Ghana. CIA diaries from Ghana. And it's America for the America. Man was a books to the baby to atete. Conform the BCA no be. Who books we mupia ebe kum. Ebe kum. Timetaya, you say you declassify information. No, me say na monso details no the America for so mo declassify no mboa. Ne kase wa ha. E wo wem. O se buku na che. E wa ha. Nipa na mu no kro no wu ye nye ne. Ka beka wu ye 30 years ni. Ti buku e di mfi say. Na mfa on si ha. Sahina kwaba. Sabi bi aboko de ya ko fa boy enkomo ne enko me da se abusia yamu akwaba power time bre aso power specialist herbal hospital ya de enchia efi ase Dr. Panyia oda hospital na no Dr. Akosia Adu aya ho de mo bi abre bia oje bre na ohwe power time de bia nsema ya kanyina ya ba ko pe ye se adanse die papa enkrofo edifa power ho TV so radio so internet ene emia hodo no won so be ka adanse di for no bi power specialist herbal hospital Dodona Fan last stop, you Kumasi one crime.
ena yewo takra de Kumasi wo fe yase ye ni Jasper Flint Station di enhwanimu wo aputoja kontra se kwan ne so Lake Road ena yewo akra wo kwabenya ACP kwan so ne Block Factory no edi enhwanimu na fe takra de wo Anaje Estate Customs Road ye ne single washing bay no so di enhwanimu numbers e di adwuma na em yensamesro wo de afamu bia wo fra branch na eben no near direction abaho na wabeje wayaresa numbers ni 0555 797878 0200 3831 and 0244 544422 Monday to Saturdays and the ayejuma Oba yenya brewa wo hu labo papa bia wo hia se ma ye ne ebemu aye ye di mfidi behwehwe mu so hia se ma ultra scan so hia se ma ye x-ray bibi biara sasa wo ye na ye hu ade pote pa ekoso nipadua ni mu no Power Specialist Herbal Hospital ye be ye ansani amodu da bia meka ye treat just symptom ye tackle the cause of symptoms na wo de aba no enti ye sa yade etu ase pure herbal hamanu son Yankopa dum odi adum doctor akoso adua ya ye de sayare nti bia wo bia ani ade bia ha wa wo de anante abre wanante acha wa bo ho kabre wanu munro bebre wo de abra Power Specialist Hospital on fa ya de ni ma ensan fa nko de berada obi biara wo hwe Power Time samre tie ni ye sese ya de ba ko a e kosoro tententententem eye kidney stones and kidney cysts and asa renal cysts ebia wakotwa scan wako hospital ya diagnosis of kidney stones and now kidney cysts baby esa so do ani kire eye Power Specialist Hospital nyankopɔ ma doctor akoso do amanura ye de sa ya de we etu ase menje wo ho achinye ama wo mfe eye wo ya lower back wo chi efom han eye wo ya ahyehyew etutu na se nyina ahya ase tatai bada banya no anim nyina hohono sa chi nyina so aso bra Power Specialist Hospital Kumasi Encrine anasa eye takrade odi no eye fat liver ama oyafunu sese mu ayedu oyafunu na hono oyafunu na ayetwon ensu atere makwa na banomu a na asa wadi fufuo ba santo amienu oyafunu ma yedududu wachi kasemu tutu ama wani aye very yellow oyafunu bosoro say tan wani ne yellow say so nya jaundice just liver no e problem fatty liver liver enlargement liver cirrhosis bibi biara attachment liver no hono fabra Power Specialist Hospital yeni ntina doctor akoso adu aya hwehwemu na wode sa adrowe abaye fen adu aya liver care tieniye last week kan ho asemebre adu aya liver care liver no sade etie bia se ahonho no se achenchene se srade ada ho wonya adu aya liver care bia ebeboa wo aya pure herbal amanuno so ana ya sono so aye na kama a chese Food and Drugs Authority so a register ja to me de amayen enti ba bia obi ani ade bia tito bia no fabra say you liver fatty liver na say kidney stones and kidney stones what the ba nyankopad my result at the mouth hepatitis B Power Specialist Herbal Hospital any hospital ba ko pe e wo ho adansidie ye wo award ahodo Ghana ni amonone ye wo nipa omutumi tra TV so radio so di adanse say ayampa no mo oyade no ye mfa ya no sa kekeneka ye wo evidence I show ebrebia mo manfo so ehu so what test positive say ya oyire say ya okunu say ya oba na wunua bi baabi esa so do ani kire na ye say ya de man ko negative tie ni ye wo ba ye mfiti prakopa ma waduro we mo ye hepatitis B profile e dia confirm sampa yare na wo ho say de wo ka no confirm bebre baba no bo say me ko ha ye se mo hepatitis B bo ka be ye profile na ye negative na woni bi enti be ye profile na dia confirm sampa yare na wo ho wo be ye liver function test wo be ye viral load count wan kasa bo hu na mo adodo wo moja no mu wonu maduro no kwa ni mo abasa ye biem wo hu ba bia so ate akoduro na hye unkro ne am wodi da so se ba bia waba no waba the right place nyankopɔ ya adom ne test negative a ye besa ye profile no dia confirm say woni mo anu ba akokra woni padua no mu enti power ya kasa ye negative a ye negative hepatitis B wonya na nuodo ba bia just a Power Specialist Hospital ye dia dance ye bebre wo dia no e bia ye ulcer na e hawo osa ya de bonne ba ko betimi ateton kwa na nyina e kom de wa ya asam de dimi ya asam aduane toy ma ya asam anam se osa ye kuro nti no etima obo efono ebi kura se bi otimi efe ya na obo no ha nyina yo ya de kopie wa chutanya heartburns wodi dia na aduane jejabo indigestion sa no nyina etimi etitiriti ya na se emframa bi ejina woyam obedience no say watch everyone na bi obedidi da ko betime didi best 12 times and san wada power specialist about hospital yakopa dom all sayade no wa ma ye dry ye sayade no etu ase we ye bema o Johnson asema sha ase ye basabasa tie ni ye mema problem kase pa mu ba ko aye ye Johnson ho nsam sa wo tena ho wani betie no ne de rubber ahya obema mu kakra bi na Johnson ado kwa ketewa bi na aba wo chima san na Johnson aba wo Johnson wi atenka sa Johnson bi akam obi Johnson wi ne moja di akire wo kwa Johnson aba ni nyina ye moja ya no ayase ayire say ten aye wo ya e de kopiosis achi betime through prostate betime through bladder that is cystitis ebia urethra na urethra na yesa ebia through kidney and I say untreated infections be bra power specialist hospital yen hwe de ekoso na yamwo entu yade no ase emfa emaw na say ulcer na how dia yam krobia tete bia no eno ntine yade aduaya SK that is stomach care ade abaya ka ho nsem bebre wonya bia betumi aboa yade bia tete bia na herbal mixture aye immune system booster Food and Drugs Authority ajatum ade amaye yewo Kumasi won crime ena yewo tapra di Kumasi wo fe yase ye ni Jasper Flint Station di enhwanimu wo aputoja kontra se kwan so Lake Road ena yewo Accra wo kwabenya ACB kwan so ne bro factory no edi enhwanimu na tapra de wo Anaje Estate Customs Road and single washing bay no edi enhwanimu numbers ne 0555 79 78 02000 38 31 and 0244 54 22 yeah do I say baby I check na o power time ya me adma da say be sign anymore a share biem
Maminchia Mr. Christopher Bluku who Adidome El Volta region. He's one of Kwame Nkrumah's personal bodyguards. The man is still alive. Chief, good morning. How are you, sir? My brother, my friend, good morning. Yebekasa, you hear from me shortly. Siti?
Yeah, baby.
Maybe I have a call here. Hey. Mempasemo.
You know, I should blue, and that is a Ghana man.
Mempasemo.
Oh, sir. Yo, Captain, yeah, good morning.
Oh, Fastiana.
Bajoin.
Okay.
Oh, sir.
The builder.
Okay. It's here with you for no phone. You know, some of the car. That is a grace gift and a pay. Yes, I'm China and Mbabe Casano. Captain Yadamasi last week you buy na you do clinic na nipa bakama nipa spread their dance say grace gifts ye ndroni ye ndwuma ye no na me fire so momunya on my yares enti no grace gift make enioma ye say yare bi wo so na se na ye mboy yare ni din wa ha na no nche say say yare no ye nsa de bia ne de ye ba be tra manfo na kofo hu de ekoso ma brabo mi de grace gift ye enti grace gift na ye kasafa penis enlargement it was sebi obema no ashrinke ebia we di agroboni bi nti no nyoma bi nkoyie e wa ase ho a we ye bema na opese yetimi ye na ebesi udadem a oba grace gift a nyame adom ode ahahan adom ye betimi di ama wa wo de be fa obema sebi ama ayese na e wo se ye obi nso ho sebi nyakopon ba wi ase a wona wo to asase so no na ehwadeda enti enu nti no nyame ehira wanya usika but untimi ni mba enyo ama wa started de hu wo won krama police crampo ya achema wanya aban mane me pa cho for we need share grace gift na yen for a drone count se yakopon ba wi ase ona wo esua crampo na so ba grace gift a ya the penis enlargement a drone count a wo be ma no sebi ebe yese na eyese sizable na se wo hie akua wo hia ma wo hia akosu a wakasa wo ye be ma na wo nya oba nso ya mebu ana se wotimi ware so a ode ubuo nso ayeden ama yes I exclusive brafo ne ye exclusive vagina steaming etu oba bi a wanya odepo che ama enka abawase ama wayare chese baby obeko bia wontimi ndi ho won say me confidence am digina ho mitimi nante etene me ho e bi say baby aye kroje baby abosi enka biye ni me ho me yoba me wogidie o me mu e san say e ho wese Grace Gift ahahaya ya de kamba ni ntino ama bibia ekoboko wo yoba nso onya paints wo ne ukunu ana o kanchema o plan bi hia wo nsa wayase eye wo ya papa ye e de nsa Yakopon aboye say ye du mini bi na se ware a ye ne yakunu hia enije mba odawo mbra na wonkwa wo ne ukunu hia na ye oyawo for we need share Grace Gifts me say ya bia ekoso wo body no efiri utiriwi ekosi ukokromoti for we need share Grace Gifts so what do we need share Grace Gifts ha yare we nyina Grace Gifts esa Grace Gifts so say yare e friend stroke say stroke na chi wada form say wabubu wo de achinya ko baby a wo de brana me no ntunchi so what do we need share Grace Gifts ha baby a stroke na kwa simple nyame be fa yeso asawe yare sa afen so na e hya ase won se ofan bi jojo won se utibi ye wo ya extraordinary won se untimi movie for we need share Grace Gifts ye we draw ye de be sawa se stroke na ko si he what do we need share Grace Gifts as ye ma we draw na me be fa ye so ama wanya wa yare sa wo diabetes for we need share Grace Gifts ye ka hepatitis e bi mu fu hepatitis B pe na o da bi o ye wo A ye wo B ye wo C ye wo D e wo E Oba Grace Gifts any a bet show differences in hepatitis no na se o bi nso a ye betu ase ye de yedro kan wa ona wo se wada so acha kosi sen na me be fa Grace Gifts so afa hahan ni nyoma ye so ama wo ho so aye den atom na Grace Gifts so de ye kate bia se nyame na cha wo eso awo no o de fa nipa so se Yakopon be hira wa on fi heaven be hira wo or the funny pair was so and I was shroud. So when I was say when you miscarriage upon miscarriages. Or baby or what? Yame board and us on any cruise and us or fire funwa. Or koto ya no wapon. On any cruise be no wapon. Or channel who are no wapon. No, I am bedridden. Oh, damn, animal pocket and now yes, now wapon. For we need share Grace Gifts and I am our do. And I said, walk a hospital, baby. And we are catch us say, unti me wo. Na sakwala no bia bobuni a nyame adoma chedi odi afa ye so aye fa ye Grace Gifts nti odo hu dan Grace Gifts a obehu afa ho afa oba na Grace Gifts ye kire se bi nya oba kwa na ewu mema bebre nso ntimi hu aya no mo de ahye mba no na omo omase wonem na ekumafo na ha om wo ye be ma na wonim se wo nso enkoyi a enfere for we need share Grace Gifts so what do we need share Grace Gifts
no mama mi sa question we
bacho bisame
then na copy Grace Gift
Grace Gifts na me copy ho no na me papa ena ye ne ya wontimi nkoto wontimi nya hwe te se ma me kwa complain say asese wate ase ena ono akasa ka chere me so hu dan fefe bi o petroleum enti no me fa ne nko na me se okay me de ne be ko me de papa kwa 3 days na papa sorry ono aye na ablution ono atimi koto bompa ye sorry ena me se da bi sa papa we pa de me ni tif me hu problem o kom na nya me adoma fa Grace Gifts am papa etimi sorry a me ma ade we nya kwa me de hu be bo Grace Gifts
okay.
Na ma ton Grace Gifts
am Grace Gifts mama
yes me mama
okay
Mitio na chedo do to aso kesi
uwie chiria tontema miensa
okay
totuntum pa brisi
okay
na to entema fufu a yetimi yede kona ase
okay
na tontema sikantema na fa akokọ ka ho
akokọ de we fita pa
akokọ
eni akokọ is akokọ
men to broni akokọ to fi akokọ
ifi akokọ okay
na fa koma Grace Gift ba me
okay
oh
mate
oduachi
mate
obi an kan cho se won ne se o
obi aka everywhere I go
fa koma ne ma me
so why are you
eno de me nka o ha de asema se o kan de me nka chero ma remfi tuntum fufu eni sika
after fasting that is the end of the month okay
na fa koma Grace Gift ma me
okay
so wa o de sika be kan wa no ye wo wasem
mate ase
fa koma no
Yeri ala.
O de fa koma Grace Gift.
Okay, inti no. But the kwa Grace Gift ma me inti the Grace Gift for ya me papa 3 days. Lam papa sorry. Lam mami su di adas so chale. Offer on say ram some man was allergy na so e grace gift dey nyame nyam kese me fa dey we hye me was Ghana fo nyina ehu ade papa omo ye ene bu omo bu amampanifo mamefo papafo obi asori na obi enya na yaresa enti me the numbers no betu dwa na ma kire baby ayewo baby me papa allergy ekohu ye na mama kodan grace gift no ho ye new Achimota Petroleum Opposite Family Life School hona e dan fe as a hotel na obeka kire mu fe no say Rams be say baba o say dan di FM mama nkodam keke say na kwakonya na yaresa ene na grace gift me ne maba bedru ha no and I second one so Kumasi ohwim off Barikesi Road into no opese o grace gift ye wo Kumasi ene ye wo Accra ye wo new Achimota Petroleum and Kumasi so ye wo ohwim School Junction off Barikesi Road. 18 numbers is 0246. Captain Boamni Uncle.
0246.
518.
518.
003.
003.
0246.
0246. 518. 003.
And 0244.
Oh, 244 the count. 244.
126.
126.
123.
123.
Yes, I was 0543.
320
030. It's numbers no you ye call line back also your WhatsApp. Also be how when ya we be offer so beka grace give the say we voice note we audio mine na ye tia ya kasa ye be fro na ye no wakasa ne ya show and I grace give you no tu ntia wo dey say we need scamper and me no kasa we are the ye china bra clinic wo buy ye be show na say wonya wa yaresa wana oba betu ya yeka nti ye damate se de bia ye ne moto nkra mo ba na nyame fa ye so na osamo yare nti captain me de ntoma no na ko se no say was the end of the month
we chiria na
nti we be end of the month
nti we
na say
we why sala kese na we no fantoma me ensa ne ko tuntum pa brisi fufu black and white and face sikantuma da fa akokoto so
am da efia akoko
grace gift mama
Mati. That's only Ghana. So to do wa brochi.
Me nim baby owo. Me dem say hwe na fama no.
So some chat tickets go. Any Ghana for Mama back clinic me pay plane.
Hwe na fama no.
Mama no say there. At the end of the month no bedu yam patcha. Wa back clinic ka obesa obeje won yare na. Great gift yen juice ka no. Me pay plane tickets.
Akoya na be hawa. Na se we tu kwan a entema de DHL betumi de akọ.
Kamia me de command na me ne kasa face to aya me penisa. Say na mu tie no mo frɛ na mo bra face to face. E me face here wa clinic. Eti ba cho me bisa plane ticket nti no. Ya da mas. Nka mo ho. That's na e be say hia.
That's na e be hia do. Ma me nkɔ na fe me wish me amenu ba. Nanette Duku. And your birthday, sweet sister. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Actually, I do phone better sooner. You why? But she do phone better sooner. Fe. Yet me na. Ubedi amodi anwani amagana. Emu we Ghana mo. Emu na abane nyina bakwa na ama bi soso enye Ghana mo. Ama Ghana eye Ghana mo. Die no sese baby aye kwon wo ho esese ye di Ghana ye niam na sesa too much eden and no bit me catch no say me di ebunebunu am nsa ho bebon ba wu a obehu se de te yare a wo wi ase a ye se anu aduro ni ho no e bibiduro penalty bi tu ase entete ho ase di Ghana mo wo kotomo bia bisa se ye frɛ no ama Ghana na asa wato number is 0246 498304 fankola ne ko young executive school papa na nkwada ne ntimi nkosua de won de ombetwa JSS nso hwende omutwa nsa ombetwa ma wa obubefu fra 020 819-8108. What they know eto and Chenya na afi wato boase. Na wati asese. If you say one of the powerful abako we here a Kel Chaco toothpaste. Papa say. On say and yamana ye before na yempeno. on sa akwa aba beto ye ene abrofo no de bidie twi o mo se woti kroma fa bidie twi o se a wo se obi a wani abie pa na de body tre twi o se enso ene wo de chako toothpaste twi o se on ye wie ye yo wo de abrofo 70 care for the bidie tum omanyam ede aka ho apo ahuro afra to enu bi fa pause when you say toothpaste ye dro engrofoni toothpaste ye dro e expiry date toothpaste say so toothpaste ho na edi 21 days ekwa 1 month na won sesa na wo be yare. No, I'm being real. Toothpaste be a water. Why do you say what the economical? It's written in kitten. A deep was swimming out there you swear. Yare na water ma hono. Yan Toronto I expire, but I expire. The answer about what I say toothpaste here drone is say. Toothpaste I me be twi say. Me back for on to infection say. Eti ye won kwada toothpaste. On to be fa penny the entry say because a ye dro. Eti a chemical na o dey pause no. Ti ye careful. What on e di bosome e kwa to twene. Eti mi sa me toothpaste me ti ni boom biso bi oni me mete a me ntene ketwa me ti ni boom na asantam na mato atwene. And it's in a Rollins a banner maxam. Mokai maxam. Some can toothpaste effect maxam. That's a Rollins a banner here. Some of them maxam baga. And the wedding master why we make go. Obi only su maxam dabiano. What the maxam to choose, that's why we make go. Me srao. And there may be obi and can't now. Me mean this sketchy. Emma wu. It's a Kotokel chocolate toothpaste. We ye di bidie chako mi so kan chocolate oh chako we chako bidie ya nyam bidie no pa na ye de aye se na be ya wanum kuro ne wo den de nyina no bra wanum mondo do jaisa o se ya fa chocolate nkan ho fio want to cry pomode na pebi 0246 864 798 na afi yenkoto epono papa epono correct bra akwaba anyija bibi abokode super boy nkomo ne enko
the we are my you aggregator
that's right
yeah delaying biometric door locks the way I say then biometric door locks a smart door locks lock system we don't more because nipi biano your fingerprint a peculiar to unko alone o fingerprint will be any we saw fingerprint
amba
will be any we saw fingerprint anyway it is our iris so will be any we saw iris yes so it's peculiar to unko alone into lock no utu do fingerprint nko an e bi nti obi eni won mo program e fingerprint egu lock
no so obetumi bie
obi eni won mo obetumi
nko
na obetumi use nti the system na ye wo bi so facial recognition this is American earlier no e pick wo iris no nko na wo de no nko na e wo de so nti there is no way obi ebetumi use iris it say iPhone ne other phones na to do with nimbie no saa so na lock no etie lock we so use card key for emergency opening be say oh na say e bia battery wu na say e bia we machine BBC yenim nti na you normal key just in case e bia we to kwan wa kwa check akra attention in lock na ho na say ubetumi di key na before changing the battery or ubepe other means of opening the lock so basically ya ba no my ton ya lock no dia ma
say we no wotumu asafo bi antimi mie
de bida
Number 1, safo bi antimi mie.
David next
time. Ni baby abegina ni mu a ontimi mie. Won santimi mie, wani ntimi mie, wo hunu ntimi mie. Aje wo a wanim
na wo nsa.
Na obetimi dia bie.
Betumi dia bie.
Tete a
simple and short.
And akonfo ebu mi pune ni akonfo ebu mi pune ni bia new baby a.
Next time e ba ha ya de we have friend engine.
We engine.
Ye engine no me de ba ko be ba no afa hammer. The normal doors no at times utum uki ra out we ko fa carpenter no the pinch bar.
Oh de yen say gogoro na bu.
Bra nego we me de be ba o di hammer be hwe so say den embie da.
Embie
engine en kan komoda. Wa hwa we ni bu na be moa if dia hammer na dia the boss no so
impact nti ebeti
impact
ba say lock ne pad
be passe dia oboa enkoda super yes it basically no no na baby sana me fee yes it's good for homes offices bedrooms main door to the main house and all that. The last night me can say will be na ye koye adwuma ma man bi or your accountant or company bi and we all say they be balancing the sheet na balance but to say sika no e bi is in excess e bi no say obey the den and I say okay you be fix it lock we man so Onua ne monitoring na no ko hu say sana obi wo na adwuma mi wonu a we twa ne office ni key ni baako aso wuni ono mo a no de bi no afa company sheet na wa sansa we di bi no de akojiska e ba what you say nti obe fix a lock no no sa issue no onye biem so capital bisamia
na ho asema
na ho asema
na that's the numbers in there nko
yeah numbers here 050
724 2299
050 724 2299 and at 055 389 2370. Uhwehwe etiri kwan so ayewo Weja SCC ye ben West still small no. Tipacho nye duro na ofre number ne pe. Tipacho ye be more direction. No buy ho.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it pa. Intino. Eno no bomodin aso be kwa kope prone bi ato Unique Digital for locks ne bi ebe boaw. Happy birthday nkoma David Walter Homenu, former NDC constituency chairman our Lower Manya Krobo ene eye birthday we fi Godwin oyemi producer ukrumuni no Godwin say our show happy birthday. What do you know at Tonchaya? St. Andrew Senior High School. Seven countries are no pay bra. They about school, Papa. Na fa ubaneko. We're senior high school. We're senior high school. Open senior high school. Chapa they are. With them. Aha. Obano form 2 baby. And I there. Fanako. Or form 3. Bese fa kwadanako. School way. Debi ameka kire won ko mutumi ye ntako cause region bia wo Ghana ha bia no suku no ebi oho omo obi o bankasim ni wadu bia ase shama dunkwa no fin sehwi asanwenso bodi enkran takrade tema kofodia opewe na apade hin suku we pe na wo nko aye wo ntako timeji stadium no mo ye national ntako but more than a foul ban ko school papa mpacho obeso kwada board na obenya baby amanada o from 0244 696911 for number 223 0244 696911 0244 696911 Jovi wa Jo akwaba te won ka che
ya am tu ko akra
kwa bruji
se me ko hwe wo ma no o ma mo di kan no ne ko hwe wo so process de dia kodu ne ba en bia ka kire o ma no so eno antia boni bia ne papa so wo ye
oh papa
de radias
wo ye pa se de hin na ba
captain ni na bi wo dada de na bi ya sa ji begum
mo
okay enti where Jovi travel for just an estate agency oluma ba fie papa ba e bi se mi tu kwan no na me ma na ye bi sa mo no e bi chate a papa ho ye ho a kire papa ko de wo ba biem patuma ba ene 10th March and amewa 17 enra yekoja nipa kwan e airport na it was so wonderful pato muntie monhwe TV no so obi an kire o say adwuma ne koso enipa 6 and 2 enra ebi ko Poland ebi ko UK ebi ko Dubai ntichem 2222 Osha airport very nice very fantastic and papa bia captain enche also no abafia beda wase if you see otie wo captain and man jijo video buy o se nya wan koma papa no ojamcha o TV so on the shot ale brown no kama enti o se mfa nchia ma na atie fo mpamcha muntie akwantu a okoya adwuma no aya na ho nkata sem no ebi wom eche say adwuma na den awos akwa na so if you say we start here obonya offer letter obesan we say we ni asende kwa working permit no country bia ni duration each emo uko UK a working permit no send here no and Canada dey ense ti pamcho mo omo dia ba ni bi no you should TV no endo ma mejo omo kwan muso omo dia beba mia olumai me kwa kwojo omo kwan bitu kwan nyina no e video so ye me ba back to Ghana Asia ma airport edo mo ko edo oluma ba fie country bia o pese o course ko bia is available so go school so one go school so what set so we need certificate it doesn't matter aduma obejuma ubo officer bra office bra Medina udu Medina kukuro busa old Medina old Malcolm Ablonsa na ya twa ho God with us brother no your sablonsa na say anase Medina old Malcolm animu ho Million Kofi Otokube nikube fantastic at the papa obusa say kube ura mi ko jovi bo odi wo TV no so uja ne tempe ne nse ne fa so jovi ni obekire fra Accra line 02 another 02 44 7106 Medina Accra line 02 another 02 44 7106 oba Kumasi nso ayonifa Kumasi Atonsu Munako direct opposite of the old MTN office yanko efiri ho ehwa na jovi olumai yada so okay fra Kumasi line 0558 662543 Kumasi line anopa enye yusu Kumasi line anopa enye yusu 0558 662543 ana yanko Techima Central Market see Techima pe BM koni da usuko Techima Central Market onyira Techima kesere nyina Central Market eba kope na Central Market inside busa Gaman Lane baby tonto manom oba go to information center bi wo ho ayeba kope and market inside finger of God information center no omo ase your top Techima 0275 85 46 78 0275 85 46 78 Africa church adi takrade market circle udu market circle wo pe busa GPRT for brosano e wo baby e for trotro every takrade akọ sekendi no because you sekendi you wo takrade market circle GPRT for busa the top e ho and e wo takrade market circle usipe busa oko sekendi trotro station udu station ha busa GPRT for brosano ye wo soro fre tadi line 0539 14 93 19 pardon most of the video not back give the video back let me say something before I close 0539 14 93 19 the video no captain udum say no one man ye do mo kwan no adanse omudi in airport me hu say
o time na sa
me nrase enkwa ya pagya me ara mo se obi ye hu so sato o akwantum ya ko ba me buya ni etie captain ti 90% they use your name I just say captain what the
me Medina we use no so
I say you tight
we are rough me ya chi wo say entina onye TV enkanto onye TV nyaza entiga we so akwa abose
we your officer but
I want to know
all the onye
say when ya je ye kuku to ni aje
I say that's
bono messing enko na aje ni poso
sir me you the captain Kumasi 0558 662543. Kumasi 0558 662543. Accra 02. Another 02 44 71 06.
That's
02. Another 02 44 71 06. Takradi 0539.
We are confusing
93 19.
I'm sure there. Per numbers in the 2 per.
The whole branch is
I would have per 2. One more friend number now. Oh, who are Takradi? And then way.
Okay.
That's how confusing one.
Sao, Mate. Oh, I want to show on a chief director.
To the boat 2.
Motu pe.
Come to Accra, Kumasi, and a pair.
Okay. And you are coming 02. Another 02.
0202.
Let me 02. Another 02.
0202.
44.
447 106.
Okay. 02.
0202. 447 106.
Simple. If you come say, send them a bonum. Captain, Omani pay. Omi are simple. Okay, Omi are simple. What the case, you know, and no more than say, 0558 662543. Or try, Captain, what's the manner? Or try simple. 0558 662543. Kumasi Accra 0202 447106 0202 447106. Minya Captain, Yamisra, Onya Kesemame. But to Manosi, maybe Obi Wana. Okay, any macho?
Ojao, so I say. Macho, thank you. Erico Fabricating and Engineering say, Bomodiana Brana Fe. Wow. Burglar proof windows and any doors. Ometi mi abo modia. Prono na we be we na we aye say na ebu na de dade afo na de jack abewu. Hey. We see dan abon ho ban. Wo de no to nchan a. Industrial and house gates. Wa wo fie gate a wo ye. Wa ye company. Mbeboa. Stainless balusters in our security doors be or passes guard windows and doors on Benyabi roller gates and then can't na Mr. from Bibia Nadia I will fear who dear man mobia yamma from Cecilia 0243 276068 0243 276068. Na afeko midima for Herbal Clinic Hospital papa ko time da so na yenhwe na tiapo yare bia wasase su bia no fako medima for Herbal Hospital number is 0500727215 Onua Francis International School so ho fakoda ne ko na ontimi konkosua de yie pa na koda na dream mie o from 0205201113 yebeje woso dodo na afi no Shadrach Amamo Enterprise Mercedes-Benz spare parts anka to oh say papa went to me copy Mercedes ato mama ya pebi wa Germany abreme me Ghana yenye Benz Kwame Nkrumah ka so be Mercedes-Benz assembly plant e o Volta region JB Dankwa amana here JB Dankwa wa Kwame Nkrumah here mama approval May I give you a proof? Exametro why JB Dankwa went to me and call Russia da. Because we see Russia come to I'll try to prove to you why JB Dankwa couldn't go to Russia. Because Russia was monitoring every single event, whatever was happening in Ghana, what the CIA was doing with JB Dankwa. Now Russia monitor Bibia, China monitor Bibia. They knew everything. It's a JB Dankwa went to me and call Russia. I don't need another day story. Echna be de bruta. Echna no kuya na yawada. Ah urade. Be bo won sama mame.
Ajeta.
Eti ko amamu Shadrach Amamu Enterprise. Ankato. Our friend was 0244 381153 0244 381153. Na fe no kwakra no ye tontina 74. Okay? Eyo me catch them one. I would did agro. Hey yo. pebito wo yare o wo nyare o nom anopa ni tini ba akota enwumere ni tini ba akota una re je bi ya na wosre oh ada bi ni ni tini ba akota siso ni ata me num ni tu me boni tini tata nti so enwumere no tata ti wo pa awia na hye tata na chesa wo na wo kro no pa wa be obi saje bi wo yam beda ho na say na me yam katwa ana ekro no na mka kire wo here tontina 74 ofre 050 162 8931 ye beje also birthday messages na ye bebre on my phone so god in my send obi ye na yenko Adam Dada. I'm sending with Mantaru na fe. Yengena yenko na ene discussing in there. Lawyer Noche Beba. So we are looking at Kwame Nkrumah and Kutuka, the case of Ghana's development. Me makatre and this impeni for say so much. No man sasa Kutuka didn't free airport no so a asamba from how or ebi ana mahaba person trainer Ghana di 70 a no way you Kutuka na free. But Your Excellency, I can read your plan, but let me tell you, ebeche. If it's a 2027, keu ade ne beche. To sadi ni training. Jebi dan kwa dan for pa go to ka kwa broche ba jebi dan kwa na Koshian airport. They knew the nonsense they were trying to do in this country. There are documents to prove. Me de bia bra wonne, e chama bro more. We bema sorebra na yenye nhemu. Kwame Nkrumah after every 6 months biano or People's Assembly. People's Assembly no be. The picture bi o ba bi tinanim. Mema mienu gina ne nche bi kura de sanim sesia. Me ba bless and na ye ne DP on the WhatsApp. Sa oba no ye hwan ya. Sa oba no ye friends. O ye nkrani. Eti ye nkwai. Wasani sani amame. Okay. Osbert Yamwa uo Aguna Swedro. And now your birthday. Okay. Osbert Yamwa ne send you say Erica. Yamwa and then your birthday. Erica, and now your birthday. Happy birthday. Waunia Osbert Yamwa and a Seneba say Yam we show happy birthday Emano solo where is a where is a so every day meba na de aka
Hello, my friends. My name is Kelkit's Toothpaste. Wow. I was made to be gentle on your gum, but protected. I will protect your teeth from cavity, make your teeth whiter, stronger, keep your mouth fresh all day. And best of all, I'm strawberry flavored. So put on a smile and try me.
That's amazing.
Just try me. That's my job.
If you say so, jump on my brush. Makes your teeth stronger, chicky whiter, chicky stronger. Yay! You did it!
I'm glad you like your new toothpaste. Don't forget to brush both day and night.
Kelkits, happy smile.
Nchechi efri Gentleman Dental Clinic. Nchechira ubitimi anase anamoa ubitimi afaso ediabo osen ehoban. anamo a edi kan no say every 6 months bia no say ultimate koye dental checkup a ye frɛ no examination no na o doctor ehwehwe wonum ehu hawa ekoso anamom ben na se utu Gentleman Dental Clinic ye wo Koforidua Central Police Station enchen ho ababia market no no enkran so ye wo nungwa usi nungwa main lorry station Authority Street ne so na Atomic Down Domekwa Benya roundabout no so takrade pipe ano Tadisco Junction ye ne OGN Bank na wo the same premises na Tachiman so ye wo magazine market kwan no so opposite AY Ahmed na Udru Kumasi Abrepo Junction Total Filling Station Ufri Total Filling Station na Yabron sign no na edi ho direct opposite to the Methodist School ye adwuma free eda juada kopem eda memeda anase ubetimi afre ya homa no 055 913 9582.
All right, listen up. Colgate is on a mission. It makes our gums happy and our teeth strong. See? We're moving forward and making changes.
It's kind of a big thing.
Colgate Herbal uses traditional nature's herbs and combines it with Colgate science for healthy gums and strong teeth.
And we'll leave no smile behind.
SHS 1, 2, and 3 admissions have started at St. Andrews Senior High School, and I have good news. Have you finished PEC and not been placed in a school of your choice? Do you want to rewrite your WASI? Have you been posted far from home? Have you been placed in a day school but you prefer a boarding school? Or you have not been placed at all? Don't worry, just hear me out. Your best bet is St. Andrews Senior High School, a grade A SHS
Oman FM. Yeah, man. We a hell of instrumentals. Special. A pizza band. Sauti. Say out there. Oman FM 107.1. Yeah, man. I love you. Special.